What's up? What's up? Oh, snap. AI for business. Let's get this party rolling. Been looking forward to this all day. It is a beautiful Thursday. We're going to let everyone come on in to the AI and Automation Show. Damn. What's up, David? Hola, senor. Welcome to the party. Hope you're having a blessed day, David. You're ready to learn more about AI. You'll be like, God damn, what's going on in the AI world? Like, open AI is sending me emails of updates. We gotta be like, what's going on? All this fun stuff. Make sure I'm not streaming anything. Okay, cool. I'm not uploading right now. Okay, cool. Welcome, everyone, and David. Good to see David. To another episode, our consistency, of the AI and Automation Show. Woo! We got a good day. Close my window so my neighbors don't think I'm going crazy. They're like, God damn it, who's he talking to? I think he's gone crazy. David's like, yes, sir, enjoying the content and learning a lot. That's the point. I love it. Stay up to, oh my God, it's like a month in AI world is like 6 months in the real world. There's so much that goes down, so much that changes. It is insane. I'm amazed at like, geez, there's like new tools. So I got some new tools I'm playing with. We could actually play with some new tools, kick some tires, because we can actually get started with that as a demo. Excuse me. Let me share my screen and we could get into it. We're just warming up. First 10 minutes, letting everyone know we are live. Let's go to Google for AI news. Let's play with something here. We're going to play with a new tool. We're going to play with a new AI tool together. Okay, so for context, I've wanted an AI Chrome extension that I can natively like use for basically when I'm surfing the web, because what I find annoying, I have to open up a tab, go to ChatGPT just to say summarize this or improve this answer, or it's like for an email or for a comment inside the community. So I'm like, I have to go for these little tasks, which is like micro task kind of thing. That's like super annoying. So I was watching TikTok today, and one of the other AI influencers, I think her name is, I forgot her name. She, I think they sponsored her to do it basically, but we're gonna play with a new tool called Monica. John's got a new girlfriend. He finally snapped and got an AI girlfriend called Monica. Nope. Not yet. Monica is an AI tool. Jesus, look at this like Command Central AI dashboard that like this whole setup. I literally just signed up for the plan today. I'm on their free plan, so let's mess around with their free plan to see like we're going to do it just like last night where we were playing with the deep research to kind of see like what's the best deep research tool, like do they work, do they not, what can you do with them, what can't you do with them, because that's basically what I want to see with this Monica Chrome extension. I want to see how convenient it is. Let's see. Okay, go. I want to see like what we can and cannot do with this basic AI tool. So we're going to play with a brand new tool together, which I'm super excited for. And let's start jamming with it. I don't know. Do you guys want music? How'd you guys like the lo-fi music last time? I know it's only David right now, but did you guys like the lo-fi music last time? If so, I could probably put that back on together. We'll see. All right. Let me get a little caffeine and we could play with this new tool. Because the basic challenge is like, again, I hate going to chat, opening up a new tab, go to chat GPT, got to say, summarize this, colon, and then whatever I was thinking, for example. Calvin, what's up, Calvin? Good to see you. You're a brand new face. Welcome to the AI and Automation Show, where we talk about AI and automation. Oh, we got some new people on YouTube. Nice. Ellie Azid. Ellie Azid. I hope I pronounced your name right. You says, please, the best AI tool to generate videos and images to run as ads, please. Good question. Number one, you have to be a follower, and I will answer your question for sure. And we could talk about what are the best ones for videos and for ads. I'm not going to lie. We actually had this call on the discovery call today, or on the office hours. If you don't know, every Tuesday and Thursday I have office hours for my AI community, and that was one of the questions. Serendipity. One of the members was asking, "Hey, how can I use AI to run the best ad campaigns? What should be the best?" Actually, let's talk about ads right now for a second. Let's just do that. Okay, let's talk about ad campaigns and what you could do with AI. The way it basically works with ad campaigns, I'm not going to lie, using AI content or being very creative as far as random, spontaneous for the ad is not going to be the best for conversion. The best way to convert for ads, like I'm going to give you a really clear example. Let's say I have a client that is a fitness coach, Fit Body Bootcamp. And so I have a gym. Let's say I have a fictitious gym and I want to hire a marketing agency to do it. And he's subscribing and looking for joining. Okay, dope. If you're going to join, this is the type of content we talk about, literally. So here's the best way to run ads. And it's not going to be AI generated, although it can. For example, I'll show you two examples, which is really cool. So basically, starting off, let's take a business example such as a fitness gym. This is a gym called Fit Body Bootcamp. Their target demographic is women over 40 that want 30-minute workouts and they don't want to lift heavy weights. So if you look at this entire video sales letter, there's not one man other than the instructors. There's no one under 40. No one's lifting heavy weights. And the clear messaging says, hey, do you want fat loss in 30 minutes? Clear value proposition. So if I am their ideal client, I'm literally looking at other people that look exactly like me. And I'm like, oh my God, I want their transformation. I want what they have. That is going to be the best way to run ads for whatever your business, for example. You need to get the exact likeness, the exact demographic from the age to the gender, and even experiencing either the transformation or suffering from some specific pain, for example. So, Eliazid, put in your business, what type of business that you have that you want to run ads for, and we could get a little more granular. But basically, when you create ads to get more leads, you literally need a testimonial. So let's take Fit Body Bootcamp. If you guys don't know, Facebook has to publicly show all of everyone's ads. Everyone's ads is completely transparent using what's called the Facebook ad library. Pretty nifty. And so in Facebook ad library, it's a directory of everyone's Facebook ads. So if I type Fit Body Bootcamp, let's go. It's actually this one. No, it's not that. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah. You can see all of their ads that they're running or have ever ran for the last 30 to 60 days, basically. And then you can see what ad they're saying. And then look, oh my God, oops. Let me get I'm on Bluetooth. There we go. Let me get the Bluetooth. Oh, look, it's a woman over 40 that's talking about fitness. That is who they're running. That is an ad campaign. So before you get creative with the ad, Jazz, good to see you, Jazz, in TikTok. Great to have you back. I missed you. So what we're talking is basically what are the best ad campaigns to run? Both, ideally, this is specifically for Facebook and Instagram, for example. Do you use AI content? Do you use AI videos? Do you use AI images? And the answer is no. I know that's a shocker. It's not going to convert as much as a real human being that literally looks like their ideal demographic, from gender to age, suffering from the same pain too, for example. And so that is what's going to convert. So for Eliazid, for example, you need to get testimonials of clients that have experienced your product or service that are talking about, oh my God, my life is better in health, wealth, or relationships now that I've been taking their product or their service, for example. Jazz, I appreciate it, Jazz. Jazz missed me too. And she says, I thought I followed your YouTube, but I couldn't find it. Oh, trust, the YouTube and TikTok algorithm will not notify my followers. It will not notify you in any shape, way, or form. So trust. Just know that I commit to go live every single day, 7 days a week from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. every single day. If I miss it, I'm in the hospital or something tragically happened. So that like I'm commit just know best TV show 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You could join and go straight to my YouTube or my TikTok page, for example, and that is basically how you'll get notified when I go live. Because Facebook or YouTube and TikTok will not actually share or notify my subscribers that I'm going live. Joy. David says, do you use any recommendations for teleprompting software for your sales call when you're meeting with a prospective customer to stick with a script? Great question. We're going to break that down. Thank you, David. David's a member of the AI community. There's two different teleprompter use cases. Actually, like we're talking technically three things. So I'll talk first about teleprompters, and then I'll also talk about sales calls and sales script. Good to see you, Sharon. Sharon's like, hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Right? The YouTube algorithm never notifies you. That's the game. It's like, so that's why just know I will commit to 6 o'clock every single day. I may be 5 minutes late because I'm always on coaching calls with other clients. And so basically, so let's break down teleprompters next. So first off with teleprompters is basically, so on Android, or let's do iOS because I like iOS better. You can find the same on Android. Let's see, iOS app teleprompter. There's a couple that are really good. Let's see if we can just like, there's a few teleprompters at this one. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, 5.2 thousand ratings. So if I'm recording an ad just using my phone, the great thing about these, there's apps, regardless if you're on Android or iPhone, basically, where you can download these apps. A lot of them will have like a free plan. So the first 500 characters of a script is completely free, for example. And this is dope because it will literally put the script on the front camera. And as you're talking, it will scroll automatically and match your words, which is actually pretty cool. Welcome, Bragging Rights. Welcome, Derek. Awesome. So yeah, so we're talking about teleprompter content. So when you're practicing a script for an ad or a piece of content, for example, these apps are really dope because they'll put the script, they'll automatically scroll based as you're talking. So you don't even have to scroll manually, for example, which is super dope. That's one. There are, like, if you have a DSLR setup, like a real desktop setup, there's some really nice, I don't know, some people want to get, like, I used to have this setup, teleprompter. I used to have ones like this. Here you put in an iPad with the script, for example, and then you have a teleprompter, because then you'll basically, well, here's the actual next hack too. If you don't want to, if you either can't afford or just don't want to deal with the extra setup or even don't have a nice camera, I love I swear I'm gonna get sponsored by them. Gling for video editing. So for example, I had to record the onboarding process to bring people into the school community. It's so nice because all I had to do was just nail one sentence at a time. Sir, so if you watch the onboarding video, I'm just trying to get one word or one sentence at a time. That's perfect, which makes it so nice. So I would literally look off on this camera for the script, and then I would like, okay, that's the line, and then I would just try and say that line as confidently as possible for the video. Like if you watch the beginning. Technically, it should not have added all that. I got to re-edit. Do I have to re-edit it? Welcome to Simple Tech Skills. Oh, shit. Welcome to Simple Tech Skills AI community. I'm your host, Jonathan Acuna. That's the 26-minute version. Delete. Actually, okay. This actually works out. This is how I record content. Actually, I didn't realize I uploaded the wrong piece of content. Forgive me, guys. I'm doing stuff. Notice what I'm doing. I'm reading the line. This is your go-to place for staying up to date with the latest AI tools. I go look at the line and look back. Learning how to automate your business and life. I look back and then look. And connect with like-minded. I messed up. Connect with like-minded entrepreneurs and professionals. I look at the line. Inside, you'll find expert-led courses. I'm just trying to get one line at a time perfect. Inside, you'll find expert-led. I messed up.
Inside, you'll find expert-led courses,
This is how I record content.
hands-on AI automation strategies,
For courses, basically. See? Pause. Trying to get the line.
and a supportive community to help you take full advantage of everything that AI offers.
I literally have the script off to the side. I'm rehearsing in my head. I'm like, don't fuck up, John. I'm like,
Plus,
what the...
with our weekly networking events and twice a week live office hours.
This is funny. I gotta delete that. But okay, this is dope because you see that. I'm gonna delete that. No wonder no one commented on that post because that's 20. Who's watching a 26-minute onboarding video, which is the edited version using Gling, which I love Gling so much. Let's go here. Now you get to see the polished version and watch the difference.
Welcome to Simple Tech Skills AI community. I'm the founder, Jonathan Acuna. I'm so excited to have you here. This is your go-to place for staying up to date with the latest AI tools, learning how to automate your business, and connect with like-minded entrepreneurs and professionals. Inside, you'll find expert-led courses, hands-on AI automation strategies, and a supportive community to help you take full advantage of everything that AI offers. Plus, with our weekly networking events and twice a week.
That's Gling. Gling did all that for me. I didn't have to like figure out which was a mistake, which was the right part. I didn't have to do any of that. I just uploaded the video. Gling took out all the dead gaps. So I have to stay quiet, or even if I do a mistake, I just pause and then I just try again. And I know Gling is going to edit all of that out for me. I'm not even going to have to lift a finger. This is actually kind of cool. Like Bragging Rights says, looks like AI. Soon I'm going to have my Hey Gen like avatar create the content. Ahmed, thank you so much for sharing the content. That's how I create content. It's not so much how I create content, because when I create content, I technically just use the TikTok app. And I do the same thing, but manually. I hold the record button, try and say a line, and then let go. And if I mess up, I just delete and I repeat. And then if I'm like, yeah, that's good, then I'll hold it again and try and get another sentence. All my TikTok content is that. But when I'm recording course content or long form content, that's the process. I just hit record. I have the script off to the side. Try and say the line as confidently and looking at the camera. Pause. And if I mess up, I'm like, stay cool, don't freak out, try it again. And then in the edit, I just upload and go boop, 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 done. So that's how I create content, which is that actually worked out. Man, I pump out so much content, I didn't realize there's always little nuances. That's like 80% good enough. Super dope. That's nice. And then, so back to David's question. Now the sales script is different. If you're talking with a prospective customer, for example, that's usually say, for example, and let me know if this is right. You're usually on a sales call, and when you're on a sales call, trying to work with that client to like try and negotiate, or the best place, gym launch secrets. I'm going to add a book, entrepreneur book library course, in the community, so that you guys will get a list of what I find are like the best entrepreneurship books in marketing, sales, leadership, automation, all that. This is one of the books I'm going to be putting in there. This is Alex Hormozi's first book that he's ever written, Gym Launch Secrets. It actually has a really good sales process in there on how he does sales calls. And the sales call, pretty much all sales calls usually follow the same structure. What brought you in? Like, what are your goals? For example, what do you want is the ideal state? What do you want is the transformation? And they'll tell you in a specific way. They'll have it say in some specific way. And you're like, oh, you want to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. That sounds good. And the next step is, what have you tried it in the past that didn't work? Oh, I've tried Weight Watchers. Oh, I've tried this program. I bought this coach's $5,000 course or whatever, and it didn't work or whatever, for example. I've tried A, B, and C. You're like, oh, okay, good to know. So you want to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. You've tried courses, coaching, and you've tried other programs, but they didn't work. Awesome. Why today? What's the priority? Why is today this is something you want to change and get done today? And then they'll go, you know what? I'm actually like, I got a new job and it's a leadership role and I want to look good, or I'm about to get married and I got to look good for the honeymoon, or like they'll give you some excuse of like why this is a priority. Like, oh, okay, so you want to look good for your honeymoon. Okay, cool. Now you have, and then now you have all the ammunition you need to then do the price and then negotiation after. So you're like, our program, yes, you were trying A and B, which is like nutrition and fitness, but you were missing something. You're always missing some element, C. They had A and B, but they were missing C. And that's why they're buying your program. It's a different vehicle. It's something different as C. So then you're like, our fitness program helps get business owners fit in 30 days because we do fitness, we do nutrition, and we do accountability. That was the part that was missing in all your other programs that you tried, and that's why we're different. Um, and we can get you fit in 30 days, and our program is $1,000. And they're gonna be like either one of two things. They're gonna either be like, "Fuck yeah, let's fucking do this," or it's gonna be like, I don't know if I could afford that or whatever. Budget restraints. The top three sales rejections that every customer is going to have. Number one is they're not the decision maker, meaning they have to talk to a boss or a spouse or some other person to get access to the funds. Second is they just don't have access to the funds. I've coached I've coached entrepreneurs that wanted to sell to students or college students, for example, as well too. And I'm like, do college students have disposable income to pay for your product or services? They're like, no. And I'm like, you're going to have a hard time selling because your ideal customer, although maybe resume building is like the best product that can help them get a job, they don't have the disposable income to afford your high ticket services anyways. Third is it's not a priority in their life. For example, I love the bathroom analogy. My plumbing, not in realistic, but say I have a plumbing issue and I'm like, I don't really need to deal with it. I know I need to get that pipe replaced. It's kind of leaking, but I got a football game, friends coming over on the weekend, so I'm not really like, it's not a priority. But as soon as that pipe breaks, I'm like, I need a plumber yesterday. Like I need someone that is suddenly a priority. What's up, Joseph? Good to see you again. Well, we have a brand new member inside the AI community, Joseph, who's going above and beyond helping other community members. So that's priority. So that's sales, is basically trying to find out what are their goals. Second, what have they tried in the past that didn't work? And third, is this a priority like a today? Because you'll find only 3% of buyers are ready to buy today. The other ones are ready to buy in the next 3, 6, or 12 months, basically timeline. You just have to stay top of mind. So for David, I hope that answers as far as teleprompters and then also sales scripts to go into as far as like helping you with content. And then you got to see how I create content. So I highly recommend this book, Gym Launch Secrets. Alex put a ton of marketing, sales, operations, offers like strategies, and it's all in a concept that's pretty easy to understand as far as like trying to help a gym get more people in the gym basically. And so that's why I love this book as far as it's a whole MBA basically in a book. It's way better than I know that's crazy to say, but I think it's better than his $100 million offer and his other books, because this one goes through the marketing, the sales, the offers, the customer service, the upsells, and the operations, and then how to scale. And then I think he goes into teams as well too. So it's like the full business in a book. That's like, I would highly recommend. Nice. We're just warming up. Welcome everyone to the AI and automation. It should be like AI and business and automation show at the end of the day. So you can ask your AI, business, marketing, automation question in the chat. You do have to be a subscriber, and I will answer them to help you guys at the end of the day get more leads and grow your dream business. I do not gatekeep on this channel. You ask, and I shall help the best way that I can. Nice. We're just warming up. We are just warming up. Eliazid says, I understand you. However, I'm testing a new offer, so I don't have clients yet. And I thought I could generate a good video solely using AI since I lack assets to create one. Good question. If you don't have customers or testimonials, what's your number one thing is going to be an irresistible offer. I was just on a call with Joseph about this. So when I first started my marketing agency 2 years ago. My first marketing campaign, I didn't have clients. I only had one client at that time, but I needed more clients. And so what I did was, you need to have an irresistible offer. That's why every business, regardless of what business you're in, I'm going to go to actually my documents here, and we're going to talk about, dang, you guys are already at 1,000 likes. Shout out to the TikTok fam. You guys are bumping up those likes. It helps get the algorithm waking it up. Says, oh shit, I should probably share this with more people, entrepreneurs out there, so they can help them. So this is the 4 irresistible offers that every business needs. Full 100% credit goes to Myron Golden for this. Just show his face, because a lot of people like to put a face to a name. This is Myron Golden. Myron Golden is the creator, shout out to him, of the Make More Offers Challenge and the 4 Irresistible Offers Framework. OG gangster as far as marketing. Every business, before you get into funnels and AI and all those automations, basically, every business needs 4 irresistible offers. Your lead magnet offer, your low ticket offer, your mid ticket, your high ticket, and your recurring offer. Technically 5, but so your lead magnet. So before you even, so back to Eliazid, your first ad campaign is for an irresistible offer for a lead magnet. For example, I know Facebook ads, people charge anywhere from $1,000 to like almost $10,000 to do an Instagram ad campaign, like done right by professionals. So I undercut all my competitors, and I ran a $197 one-time done for you Instagram ad campaign offer. Don't worry, I no longer offer that anymore. That got me my first few clients, because those people, they don't care about testimonials. They don't care how many years you've been in business. They don't care who you are or what you could, or basically they just met you for the first time. But if I say to a small business, hey, do you want done for you Instagram ads for $197? One of two things is going to happen. Either they don't have the funds, they don't understand the value of marketing and doing paid ads, then they're going to be like, oh, no, that's just not for me. I just want to create content or rely on referrals. That's how I want to grow my business. It's cool. Are you making money? No, I'm struggling, but I want to keep doing what I'm doing because that's only what they only know. The second group is going to be like, wait, what'd you say? You're going to do done for you Instagram ads for $197? That's all? Done? Please take my money. Like, I've tried Instagram ads and they kind of work. I was missing something, or like, oh my God, I know if I run a paid ad campaign, I could transform my business. But they're like, there are businesses that understand the value in spending money in marketing is always going to be a positive ROI. Those are the businesses that you want to work with. So for Eliazid, you need an irresistible offer that's a low ticket lead magnet to get people in. Technically, it was my loss leader, because if I lose money, I wasn't making money on the 197. God no. But after I got them clients with 197 Facebook ad campaign, and it's just sent them directly to their Instagram DMs. Basically, it was a very simple funnel to set up. Took like 2 hours to set up. Once they started getting clients, then I would upsell them a whole website and funnel package. Let's do Google Ads, let's do a funnel, and let's do a proper lead acquisition system, which is basically lead magnet, landing page, CRM, email, and follow-up automation. Basically, that whole process, that I then upsold to $2,000. So that 197 was a low ticket offer to get them in at a loss leader. Most businesses make the mistake of trying to be profitable on their first sale with the customer. And that's not how it works. Like, don't expect that. And I'll give you another case study. Working with a barbershop, the barbers charged $50 a haircut. They wanted to run ads. So for the first 30 days, they wanted to run ads to a $50 full price first time haircut. We only got like 8 leads. I think we only got like 20, 10, 15, I'd say 15 leads for that first month, because they were spending $500 a month on ads. Once we switched the offer from a $50 first time haircut to a $19 first time haircut, that's when they went from, was it 15 to 300 leads in 30 days. Then they made their additional profit on the back end through the additional months of serving that client for the rest of the year. That's what most businesses fail because they don't have an upsell process. They just want to grow a business off one product or service, and that's not how it works. So I'm going to introduce you guys to the value ladder. Technically, I should call it stairway of trust is another way of calling it. Every business, you need to have a structured offers and upsells because all the money is made on the back end in the upsells. I appreciate everyone at TikTok for sharing this. You guys are awesome. So this is how you're going to structure your business is basically you need a lead magnet, something that you're going to give away for free in exchange for their contact information. For example, when you once you're introduced to my world, you're immediately going to go to simpletechskills.com and you're going to sign up for the free AI newsletter. And when you do, oh my gosh, you're going to get all of these goodies all completely for free. Good to see you, brother Vince. And so this is a lead magnet. This is just to give you something of value in exchange for your contact information so I could follow up with you over the next 3 weeks, for example. Brother Vince and Kira. Hey, Brother Vince and Joseph both signed up for the AI Academy today. So shout out to both of you guys for joining. You guys are going to get a ton of value. So then you're going to have your next, this is called a conversion event, meaning that you need some trigger to move people off from the free into the paid programs or products or services that you sell. The conversion events are either webinars, masterclasses, or let's simplify it and just say 5-day challenges, for example. You need to run a conversion event to focus the attention of the lead, deliver an obscene amounts of value during some period of time. It could be a 1-hour webinar. It could be a 5-day challenge for 1 hour a day. You're going to help them get some transformation, for example. And then you can ask for the sale because you've built up that trust first. And then for that, now again, only 3 to 5% of the people that go through that funnel are going to pay. So if you're like, oh my God, not that many people buy, get more volume of leads at the end of the day, because that 3%, so it actually only works out to like 3 to 5% is like the average conversion. And so if you want more sales, get more people into your funnel basically for that process. So that, and then you have your mid ticket and high ticket. Low ticket offers are anywhere from $19 to $97. Mid ticket is usually $197 to like $497. Actually, $197 to $997, and then high ticket is $1,000 or more, for example. So you don't go out and ask for $1,000 client, for example. You grow that client. So that $2,000 digital marketing client that I got them in from a $197 low ticket offer for a done for you Instagram ad campaign, delivered exceptional value and then over delivered. And then they were able to spend more money. They felt more confident to trust me to spend more money with me for the higher ticket packages. So I made my money on the $2,000 package, but I had a $197 loss leader to bring people in as a conversion event to get them into my funnel. So that's digital offers on a whole little side right there. So welcome to the AI and Marketing and Automation Show. If you guys have specific questions to your business and stuff like that, one, you do have to be a follower, and two, ask your questions in the chat and I would definitely answer them. It could be AI, marketing, business related, stuff like that. So nice. And we could actually even go into what we were talking about last night is like some of the top entrepreneur books that I highly recommend. So good to see everyone. Hope everyone's having an amazing day. We're just getting warmed up. It's a nice, great Thursday show. Get comfortable, put on some good music in the background, and we're going to learn about business, entrepreneurship, marketing, and AI. So nice. Water break. Nice. Okay, so if you guys don't have any questions specifically, let me know. Just pop them in the chat and then we will address them. But then we could go into, if you guys want to go into entrepreneurship books, like the top marketing and books to get into, like I could recommend some real goodies. So starting off, let's do that. Let's do probably the best marketing books. And I'm going to hit you with a marketing book that you've never heard about. You're like, he's probably going to talk about Alex Hormozi. Nope. I'm going to talk about the greatest one of all times, Jay Abraham. Oh, we got a new member, Suwadi. Hey, Joe, thank you for your class. Really appreciate it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, Jay Abraham, to me, some kids wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to become Jay Abraham. When I grew up, I wanted to be the highest paid marketing consultant. And so, Jay Abraham has an amazing book. I would highly recommend starting with this book called Getting Everything You Can Out of All You've Got. And man, we're so spoiled because we have ChatGPT. I'm going to say, can you provide the top marketing principles and strategies from Jay Abraham's book, Getting Everything You Can Out of All You Got? Oh man, we could even ask. Ooh, hi from Jakarta. We got people from all around the world. If you guys want, go ahead and put what country you're from, and then we can see how global the AI family is. Like we've got people from Jakarta, we've got people from Florida, we've got people from all around the world, California. Ooh, this is going to be good. Oh, we're gonna nerd out about Jay Abraham in a moment. Like I love me some Jay Abraham. Okay, so this is a great principle. Principle number 1, maximize what you have already. Most businesses focus on getting new customers, but Abraham emphasizes leveraging existing resources, customers, and relationships. The greatest strategy from this is what's called the marketing reactivation campaign. That means that basically you should be collecting emails no matter what. Every time you do a marketing campaign, every time a new customer comes into your business, you should be number 1 building that email list. Even if no one buys, build that email list, because whenever like marketing agencies come into a small business, they're like, hey, let's get you a quick win, rather than spending money on paid ads or anything like that. They're going to run what's called a reactivation campaign. A reactivation campaign is an irresistible offer. They're not reminding people, hey, these are our services and our prices. No. It's an irresistible offer, and they're running that with a very limited time to claim this offer. Like a offer expires in 24 72 hours, something like that, and then they're going to send that to the email list. That is how we did that. We usually do that every December, because December is like usually the slowest month. Sometimes like November, December is like slow months for like some businesses. So we just run an irresistible offer campaign to their existing email list of all the emails that they've collected, even if they said yes or no throughout the whole year. And then we'll get probably a 2% conversion rate on that, which is super nice. Do Not Moot says, I've always wanted to get into sales and marketing, but honestly was scared of the responsibility. Yes, a business will live or die based on how much it markets. You're already noticing right now, if you don't have enough revenue, it's because you don't have enough sales, and it's because you don't have enough leads, which comes from marketing. So at the end of the day, your lead channel is going to come from organic content, from your paid ad campaigns. Brother Vince is in Iowa. Hell yeah. And so basically that's your paid ad traffic. You have to run paid ads if you do want to scale. Don't think you could ever grow a business without it. You eventually will have to get into paid ads. Second is content. Content does not always equal man, is there a huge delay? Content does not always equal leads. For example, my content is obsessively crazy scaled. I'm posting 3 to 6 short form pieces of content a day. I'm going live for 2 hours every single day. And that's building my email list at about 10 to 20 emails a day without having to run paid ads. But those people are going to be in my funnel for the next 14 days. And usually after 14 days, 3% of them are going to convert. It's usually the stats that I'm working with, for example. That's a great marketing principle. So reactivation campaign, use the existing resources that you have. And if you're not, you should be running a lead magnet. That's the only thing really you should be marketing, is really a lead magnet on your paid ads. And also, I like that name, AI Smart Money. That's a dope name. Now, next one. 3 ways to grow a business. This is genius. There are only 3 ways to grow a business. Number 1, you increase the volume or the number of customers. Number 2, you increase the average transaction size. So number one, we got celebrations. So number one, let's take a grocery store, for example. Grocery store, if they want to generate more revenue, then number one, they need more customers to come in and buy. They can run paid ads, they could do traffic, they can run specials, do promotions. That's more traffic, more volume of people. If they, the second principle, if they want to increase the average transaction size, get more people to buy more per transaction. That's your order bumps, your upsells, your downsells, for example. Trying to say, hey, I mean, if you go to McDonald's, they're like, hey, do you want fries with that? That's increasing the average transaction size, which is increasing the average purchase price per customer, for example. Or number three, increase the frequency of purchases. For example, get them to come in and shop more often. If they go for a haircut, for example, get them to get a haircut more frequently, for example. So those are the only three ways to grow your business from there. That's such a great hack, for example. Next, preeminence. Oh my God, these are I'm having flashbacks when I first read this. This is notice how we're not talking about funnels. We're not talking about AI. We're not talking about automation strategies. These are timeless principles that you could apply. That's why Jay Abraham's the greatest marketing consultant of all time. These marketing principles that when you applied them correctly to your business will exponentially he calls it geometrically exponentially grow your business, for example. So next one, preeminence. He was the GOAT of preeminence. Become the only choice. This is critical. Position yourself as the go-to expert in your industry. Focus on the customer's best interest rather than making the sale. So let's break those down. Preeminence is basically the one thing that in your market, you are trying to market yourself as the only option to go to when people want to think about AI training, for example. So if people want to like skills on the best AI courses and stuff, they're going to come to my AI community because it has the best AI training and community to help them take full advantage of AI. There are many options, but all of them are subpar. They're not going to teach you business, not teach you marketing, not teach you how to automate and streamline your business specifically, and they're not going to give you more attention. The second is what's called focus on the customer's best interest rather than making the sale. For example, there's a famous book called Trusted Advisor, really good marketing book. Trusted Advisor book. Become the customer's trusted advisor. Be the expert that they could go to for all questions around that specific niche, for example. So that is really like, it's pretty much putting out a lot of content around that one niche, for example, so that people go to only your page because they know your page is all the AI content and training that they're going to need to stay up to date in the AI world, for example. That's a trusted advisor. Man, these are timeless. The power of relationship building. Long-term relationships with customers bring more value than one-time transactions. Keep customers engaged and nurtured. You have to, so for example, a lot of people are like, I have an email list, but no one's buying from it. Or, man, I'm always trying to hunt for the next sale, for example. So you need to continuously nurture. That's what I'm doing with this insane schedule of going live every single day to just give value. Just give the best AI and marketing and business and automation training that I can completely for free. You can subscribe and join if you want to stay up to date. But that is basically keeping people engaged and keeping people nurtured. For example, the nurturing is giving, give. Just continue to give more value. Don't gatekeep at the end of the day. So it's like, if you want to stand out from your competition, you should give all of your trade secrets away. There's not really anything proprietary and honesty about them. So because if their customers are like, oh my God, he's giving away this much like MBA level free education, I can only imagine the type of stuff that he's helping his members in the community. Like Joseph, we just did a 1 hour call to help him fine tune his value proposition, his offer, his strategy, how to get clients. We just went deep into it. And so that's where you need to keep your customers engaged and nurtured. Continue to add value to your clients more than the competition, basically. Word of Our Father. That's a dope name. The algorithm on here is crazy. I'm literally building my first AI workflow and on a break. Thank you. Welcome to the show. We could actually get into the best AI automation tools. Just a quick thing about that. I highly recommend, depending on your complexity of your AI and automation workflow, Word of Our Father. You want to go to start with make.com if you want simple AI assistance, workflow. If it's very like, hey, have some AI assistants and stuff like that, Joseph's like, and now I'm watching the live stream. Shout out Joseph. I know Joseph joined the AI family, and that's what I want to do to my community members is give them so much value, provide such a great experience that they're like, this place is a shit. I can't imagine leaving because it's at the end of the day, I want to give the best business education and best business training and secrets to help. I want my clients and my members to win in their businesses when it comes to growing their businesses. So for Word of Our Father, if you're doing simple automations like this and like AI assistants, great question, Make Our Father. Should I choose Make over Zap? 100% Make. 100% Make. Zapier is trash. Zapier is for beginners, for like people that have a 9-to-5 job that want to automate their marketing or automate stuff at their position or role. But if you're doing a business, you want to choose make.com. It's the only standard. We don't teach Zapier in the course, and I never am going to teach Zapier in the course because for the price you're going to pay, it's also going to be ludicrously expensive to run that automation because Zapier is going to charge you $20 a month for 750 operations versus make.com, which is going to charge you $10 a month for 10,000 operations. Cost savings. Plus Zapier, you can build very sophisticated automations like this, which literally looks like a crazy automation. I don't even think that's real. Actually, that's pretty gangster. You can't do this in Zap. There's no way in hell's green earth that you could do this in Zap so definitely switch over to Make. Now I'm gonna build upon that to also bring in Q the CEO. Welcome, Q the CEO. If you're brand new, highly recommend to follow because Q the CEO asks, what about N8N? And that's perfect. Then if you're going to then add AI agents or voice or more sophisticated automations like you're doing, it's really AI agents is really the main one right there. It's also incredibly powerful for like make.com automations and stuff like that. You're going to want to build an N8N, for example. Highly recommend. That's the next course that we're going to teach. This month we have a full course already done. It's a 4-hour course on make.com. We already have one member that went through the course in a week, and now he's literally he's now automating his entire social media content, completely automated. And so Brother Vince says, can't wait for tomorrow's Zoom and meet the AI family. Joseph's like, yep, you'll be there too. Yep, if you're part of the family, every Friday we do networking. So you could come meet the community, get to make new friends, and all support each other, which is amazing and beautiful. So here's a full make.com course that actually, let me show you more of one of our members that just graduated and got our first make.com AI certification training. Yes, you do get certified in my training program. Look at this. He built an entire AI automated social media content machine after taking the course. And the course has only been out for a week. He literally built this within the first week of taking the course. And his alternative, Joshua will eventually be on the stream later. His alternative was going to make.com and trying to struggle through their free course and YouTube videos, which aren't specific to what you're trying to do, for example. Bragging rights. What time is the Zoom meeting? Tuesday and Thursday are office hours, and Friday is the networking. They're all at 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Same time, same hours, same for all the members, same Zoom link. So he built this whole automation using make.com. Highly recommend it. So back to Q, the CEO. If you want to add AI agency to it, and the agency is really you want to speak to a chat bot and have it do some automation, or you want to get on the phone with the AI voice agent. It's really, if you want to communicate to an agent first, such as a voice or chat bot, and then from that chat bot, trigger some automation. That's really what you're going to be using N8N for, which is incredibly powerful. And pro tip, you can actually download N8N because I believe it's open source. You could download the software, download the make.com, or download the software and download the workflow, and you could run it on your own server for free. And then you could run the whole automations at a cost of all nothing compared to just hosting. You could technically do the same with make.com. You download the JSON, give it to ChatGPT, say, hey, JSON, convert my make.com JSON workflow into a Lambda function, and then you can host it on AWS for free, because AWS gives you a ton of free usage, that more than what you'll ever use on their free plan before they start paying. So hell to the yes. Welcome all new members. If you want to ask a question, please subscribe and we will ask each and every one of your questions. Kara says, when one joins the group, will one have access to previous courses? Ooh, good question, Kara. When you join the group, and this, I made it so easy. I made no excuses, like literally no excuses for learning AI because I know how powerful it is. When you join, for everyone that's joining, you could go to simpletechskills.com. It's down at the very bottom. There's the AI community. When you join, it's literally a free 7-day trial. There is, like, you can literally join for 7 days. You could cancel all this after 7 days and move on. You get full access to everything. The entire courses we have: ChatGPT, prompt engineering, make.com, and AI assistance, and Notion. And this week I'm going to be launching a Bluetato, a social media automation course as well too. I'm on an insane schedule right now, trying to release 2 courses a month, which is insane. Next month, we're going to be doing a N8N automation. So you could go through and do the whole make.com course. So this is Josh who did that, but you get access to everything, unlimited, starting off for the free 7-day trial, access to all the courses. You could binge through them. You get access to the office hours and the discussion forum. It's an amazing supportive community. Everyone is super amazing. Good questions. The Q CEO says, is setting up AI voice costly? No, it comes down to your skill levels. Great question though. Like, yes, that's why the whole point of these things, if for context, the only gold standard out there for AI voice is VAPI. VAPI is the only one. Yes, there's many other ones that you guys could put in the comments, but trust me, the people that are hiring AI voice agencies and spending $10,000 to set up AI voice for their business, they're using VAPI for a specific reason. It's the best. That's the gold standard. There's no second best. So VAPI is going to do the AI voice. And honestly, VAPI costs like 14 cents a call, 14 cents a minute for the call. So think of that cost, which is not costly. It's super affordable. The only cost is how long does it take you to set it up properly, which we're actually going to have a course next month on that. We're going to do the course next month. We have a very aggressive schedule. Next month is going to be N8N, Go High Level, and VAPI. That's all going to be for March, which we're going to be launching pretty soon. So all of those courses, you will learn how to set up those AI tools properly for your business, all happening next month. But we have this month to just start off with make.com, which is just as powerful, which is super awesome. Kai, the beauty sup, says, great info. Welcome, Kai. You're brand new to the AI family. Welcome. The way this show works is you ask your AI questions and I will answer them. I do not gatekeep on the show. And we're just warming up. Actually, we're just finishing our first hour. I go for 2-hour live streams and we go deep into the best AI tools and automation sets from there. Cool. So that's VAPI. That's the community. Free 7-day trial. There's no excuses. Make.com is definitely what you want to start using. Do you guys want to go into more AI tools next? I think you guys are more AI right now. So let's do AI. Highly recommend Monica. Monica is an AI assistant Chrome extension. Q CEO says, I use Go High Level. Do they have outbound calls for leads? Great question. Yes, VAPI is going to be for outbound calls for leads. You do not want to use Go High Level's voice or chatbot features. They suck donkey balls. They're pretty mediocre, especially if you're using them for your own business or if you're selling them to clients. Clients are going to look at you and be like, what is this trash? This is a shitty bot or a shitty AI voice thing. So that's why you need to use Vappy. We also teach chat based in the course for chatbots. Is this Sharon on it? Sharon was going to build a chatbot for her website. So let me know if you ended up using chat based Sharon and how you like it. I love it for my website. You can go to my website, simpletechskills.com, talk with my AI chatbot. He knows everything about my business. So Zappy connects with Go High Level. Yes, Vappy connects with Go High. Well, Vappy connects with Go High Level through make.com. Think of it more that way. It doesn't connect directly. You have to build the make.com automation to then take the conversation when Vappy's actually, they updated, I don't know if you guys know, but they just released this feature this week. I swear, all the AI tools release new things. Zappy.ai. What is that? Zappy.ai. What is this? Wait. The CEO. Q. What am I looking at? What is this? I think you got the wrong website. Zappy.ai, nothing. Okay, so basically Vappy is basically what you want to set up, and then Vappy is going to basically connect using make.com to then technically you're going to build it. This is why it's so important to go through the make.com course, because we teach you how to build AI assistants, because the AI is going to take it out on just the conversation and then put it into basically into your Go High Level or your account from there. TZ says, what about we think about Relevance AI? I've been playing with it for a couple of days. It's okay. It's like the beginner's type of automation that you could get into. There's nothing wrong with it. It works. It's great, but it's like they have like pre-made workflows and stuff like that. Again, it always comes down. I have nothing against Relevance AI. Nothing against it. It works great. It's more of just your comfortable skill set as far as being able to build it. And then as long as it does the features and automations that you're looking for, done. I recommend it. We just haven't built anything because we built everything through make.com or NAN, and that's more than enough of doing any type of automations that you want. Relevance just does the same thing, but it's like Zapier has pre-made workflows, and it's a lot easier for people that don't have like a developer background to like be working with. We can actually give them a shout out. Relevance. RELEVANCE.ai. Can't spell for my life. I don't know if I would call them agents yet. They're more like pre-made workflows. That's why I wouldn't say they're like agents. Only NAN has like true agents per se. Like these are just pre-built automations that they've built for you based on the different modules or workflows that you're working on, for example. What's the pricing? It's about the same. So about $20 per month. Make.com is still going to be cheaper. NAN is roughly, what's NAN cost? It's about the same as NAN. I think NAN costs roughly the same price. Starter, yeah. But oh my God. 2,500 workflow executions for let's do the monthly plan. Let's just go off that. You're going to give me 25,000 workflow executions for $24 versus $20. Even if what's the monthly plan here? They don't have a monthly plan. So you're going to get more usage out of NAN. That's why for people it's like just go to NAN at the end of the day. It's cheaper. You'll build more complex workflows. You can build true AI agents that are like truly AI agents, like that would do voice, that would do text, that would do all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's like the low code builder tool of automations. That's why. But most people just don't have a developer background to dive into NAN because it's a beast of a product. But nothing wrong with either or. It's like Zapier versus Make. Zapier is like real user friendly. Most people that have a 9-to-5 job are going to be using Zappy for their automations. For the people that are like business owners or AI and automation agencies, they're going to use make.com just because they can build more for a cheaper cost and run it profitably, for example. So it really comes down to your skill set, like at the end of the day. So as long as it works, it works. And then if you're like, hey, I want true AI agents, I look forward to the NAN course next month. We're going to build a Jarvis personal assistant next month as one of the projects. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be pretty cool. Edgar, welcome, Edgar. You're brand new. If you subscribe, I will answer your question about what's the best cold calling on multiple lines at once for real estate. Yeah, I have a tool. Once you follow, I would definitely answer that question. So, welcome, Edgar. Thank you so much, everyone. So, the way this AI and automation show goes is that you ask your questions. You have to be a subscriber, and I will answer them. We'll show you the best AI tools and workflows and automations so that you can start automating your business and staying competitive. Because if you don't have AI in your business is doomed. Doomed. And I will say that again. Q, the CEO, says, I use ClickUp as well and run a GovCon business looking to create an agent to help with doing tasks. Yeah, it depends on the task. I mean, it's always depending on the complexity of the task, like finding subs for opportunities and getting pricing for them. I don't know if that has like a web scraping component to it because like from that, I mean, there's relevance for like web scraping. You could get into NAN for web scraping to search some database for those type of opportunities and to find pricing based on them. That could also work as well. It's not going to be done in ClickUp, but you'll be tracking all of your data in ClickUp. Again, there's only two really database tools that everyone's either going to go to. I recommend ClickUp because like ClickUp for the price, it's only $10. You get infinite records. Plus you get dashboards, a lot of other cool things that Airtable is going to upcharge for, but Airtable is a little more for the advanced people. Think of ClickUp like Zapier and Airtable is like Make.com. There's always like beginner friendly ones that are like super easy to use and more user friendly. Then there are tools that are more advanced that people that just have a little more development skill can get more use out of. So there's always like beginner versus advanced, not to say one is better than the other. It's just more of like which ones as long as it's always going to come down to what specific task are you trying to automate. For example, want to connect NAN and do a certain task, oh yeah, do ClickUp. It's going to be ClickUp to NAN because they have a webhook component in it basically. And so from NAN is where, great questions, the QCEO, you're building some really interesting automations. So that's where it's like, yeah, that's why I like ClickUp. You could trigger webhooks from it, and then you could send data in or bring data out. Make.com or NAN is going to do all that. I don't know if they have a ClickUp component or if you have to build a custom, because I know Make.com has like a pre-made ClickUp workflow. So it's like, again, it depends on the task and your budget and your pick your workflow kind of thing. If NAN does like what you're looking for as far as like agents, web scraping, updating databases, doing some like web scrape, look for information, update, search a database for basically something like that, or want to connect to NAN. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. You guys are building some interesting automations. I like it. So yes, play with NAN. Let me know, CEO. That's going to be like, you can connect that to, that's why I like ClickUp. ClickUp, we're going to be teaching for all the members. We're going to teach ClickUp next month. We're going to use it in our social media content, the Make.com course, because if you tie ClickUp to Make.com, it's very powerful. Edgar, I don't think you followed yet, Edgar. I'm waiting to see that follow before I answer your question. Just double checking, making sure, because I have a ton of real estate clients, so we could get into what's the best AI cold calling there. Word of Father says, I'm joining. Really excited. Yep. If you guys join, again, it's free 7-day trial. There's no risk. You can literally binge the entire course over the next 7 days and cancel and then move on. But then you're going to miss out on next month. Every month I'm adding new courses. So next month's going to be Go High Level, NAN. We're going to do AI voice agents, AI chatbots. This month we're also doing Blotato for social media content generation. But then most people especially stay for not only the one-on-one attention that I give them, but also the office hours, which is crazy. Thank you, TZ, for mentioning that. He says NAN has a ton of ClickUp integrations. That is so great to hear. Thank you so much for sharing that with the community. That just makes, oh my God, NAN with ClickUp, game over. game over. Like that is like so dangerous of a combination. Now you got a full database tool that you can build out whatever that you're working for, and then from there you can build any agent automation with any N on top of that. Like, nice. That is such a dangerous combination. I'm excited to do that. Edgar says, you mean follow your TikTok page or your link in bio? Just a TikTok page. You don't have to sign up for the link in bio. I just want people to follow the channel so you guys could get up to join future lives at the end of the day. That's all. TZ says it has 57 of them. Dude, that's what I love to hear. I'm excited when we do our make.com or NAN automation. And ClickUp. That is so awesome. And again, for people like, you have two options. It's basically either going to be ClickUp or Airtable are going to be your main two ones from there. And then NAN is, man, NAN the last 2 months, like literally just started crushing all the competition as far as becoming the number one most powerful workflow tool. If you had to just take anything away from this conversation that we just kind of had, invest in NAN and ClickUp, and you're going to be good for the next year, basically. Thank you so much, Edgar, for following. So back to your question as far as like, what's the best cold calling AI tool for multiple lines at once for real estate? It's going to be, drum roll, it's going to be Vappy. Vappy is the best one for AI agents. There's other ones. What was that? It's not SynthFlow. There was another one that started with an R, but Vappy is honestly the gold standard. Vappy is dope because they just updated their, for people, if you guys want, I could do a Vappy demo. Put a V in the comments and I'll do a Vappy demo of speaking with an AI voice agent on this demo call. And so Vappy has workflows, which is nifty. So they just updated this week where you can build in custom like almost like Zapier like logic into the Vappy call workflow so that it can go pull information from a database to then use that information for the sales call, for example, or update some information while it's working along. If they answer, if they don't answer, update a CRM, for example, like tag some notification, update make.com, like Vappy is going to be the goal. Vappy's dope because it only costs like roughly 14 cents per call, roughly, which is nothing. And then you can also make 10 simultaneous calls at the same time. So for you, Edgar, you can really have your contacts. It could be any database tool. It could be ClickUp. It could be Go High Level. It could be Airtable. It could even be Google Sheets, basically. That's where all your leads, just store them in some database with some column tool for like status or like your stages for basically like your sales process, for like follow up, contact again in the future, or like close win, close loss. And so from there, then Vappy using make.com can go pull the numbers from that database, and then it could I mean, you could have multiple agents for different, one for sales, one for receptionist, one for customer service. You could call 10 simultaneous calls at the same time. Once they finish the conversation, that gets sent back to a make.com workflow that basically sends it to an AI assistant to then interpret it. You could also do it from Vappy workflows where you could pull out variables such as their name, their address, their contact information, or stuff like that. I am going to big time caveat and say, oh, wow. I'm sorry. I didn't see all the comments. I didn't scroll. I see all the V's. We're good. Okay, we'll do it. I was like, why aren't people commenting on TikTok? And I was like, I'm not scrolling. So awesome. Okay, 14 cents per call, and we'll do a demo of Vappy right now. Thank you guys for all of that. Nice. Let's do. Q says, is it hard to set up someone presenting an AI voice calling for RE to do $3K for 60,000 calls a year? So that's on the cheap end. I'll tell you that. I know agencies that are charging $10,000 to set up Vappy. The reason why is because of the prompt engineering and how they set up the automation. Like, how good are they at doing the automation and also setting it up? I'm not going to say it's not easy, but also know that if you don't know what you're doing, like, you could put yourself in a bad situation and get flagged by the FCC, basically. But that's why you want to, and it also depends on your skill set with automations. How good are you with building make.com workflows? How good are you with doing AI assistance? How good are you with triggering updates to read a database, update a database, and so forth? So again, 3K, it just depends on your time. It's not really, it's like if you have the make.com automation skills, if you know how to set up VAPI correctly, if you know how to do prompt engineering, if you know all the different scenarios and stuff of what your sales process is and how to translate that into a specific prompt to do a specific behavior. And then you also know how to ingest the backend where basically after the sales call, trigger a webhook to then send it to an AI assistant to then extract certain keys information or to update your database. It's always going to be depending on the complexity too. So it's a little hard. I mean, so 3K, that's average price again. Most people are going to charge, honestly, that's on the low end. Most people are going to charge 5K to 10K for AI voice with if they're only do it for that niche, for example, and they're really good at what they're doing, meaning they've successfully done it for other clients. Then I mean, look at your other cost. Your only alternative is to hire more people, which is not going to be efficient. So 3K for 60 calls a year, yes. If you know how many calls are going to turn into deals, like you'll recoup that cost in your first 30 days. Anyways, let's do a VAPI demo. So let me clear some of these tabs. Lots and lots of tabs. You know, when you're working, you're always like 48 tabs in. Okay, cool. Let's do VAPI. Everything I'm going to demo on this demo, you can sign up for a free VAPI account right after this. And VAPI's dope because they're so nice that they're going to give you 10 free minutes to play with VAPI. Highly recommend it. And if you guys are interested, we're going to do a VAPI deep dive course next month inside the AI automation course. We just have to build some foundations with ClickUp and go high level before we get to that stage. So that's why the whole course builds on itself, starting with make.com. Okay, I am in my VAPI account. We are going to play with an AI voice assistant named Mary. Mary is designed. Now, this is prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is no different than coding. If you don't add it, they won't do that behavior or know that knowledge. It's not just know that knowledge, but they won't behave the way you want them. So that's why people are charging thousands of dollars for prompt engineering, because it's all down to the prompts. Like, how well can you prompt these AI tools to do the behavior that you want reliably? Because if they mess up, it also could be a costly mistake for the business. Cool. But there's three components. Component number one is a role or persona. Are you a sales agent? Are you a customer service? What is the role or behavior? Second is specific knowledge to the role. For example, like, here's the details of the address. Here's the hours of operation. Here's what they actually do as far as services. And the only dentist is named this person, for example. So this is specific knowledge that they need to have available for the call. Third, and probably the most complex to set up, is functions. Functions are basically if you want the AI to do a specific behavior like book calls or book appointments, it doesn't instinctively know how to actually book an appointment. So that's why in coding software and even low-code tools, you are explicitly working step by step what you want this to do. For example, nice. Can you repeat 1, 2, and 3, please? 100%, word our Father. Ask and you shall receive. So basic three elements of a prompt. Number one is persona or behavior. Basically, who do you want this agent to be? This one is a voice assistant, basically a receptionist is what its behavior is, its persona is. If you go to my website, my chatbot, if you talk to my chatbot, he's trained to be a sales rep. He's trained to answer your questions and then try and sell you a free AI newsletter, basically. That's so if you talk with him, that's how he's trained to be in that behavior. So that's important. Part number two is what I call local knowledge. Local knowledge is knowledge that's not found inside the large language model when they created it. That's your address, your hours of operation, your services, your prices. For example, who else is on the payroll for a dentist? This is a AI agent for an AI voice receptionist. That's for a dentist, for example. And then number third, and probably the most complex, is functions. Functions are basically if you want the AI agent to do a specific behavior like book appointments. They don't instinctively know like what should they ask to actually do a booking, to do a book appointment behavior or do that function, for example. Say also, for example, they need to do a sales call. So how do you do sales calls? How does it deal with rejections? How should it prompt? How should it greet the person? Like, you have to explicitly put step by step exactly how you want the behavior of this to work. Bella says, have you heard of Bland? I don't know any agencies that are charging $10,000 for AI voice agents, and they're using Bland. They're using Vappy. So Bland works. Nothing wrong with it. It's another AI voice agent. But when I look at my competition, they are using Vappy because they're making money with it. Good questions. No, great questions. Good to know. Yeah, trust. There's a like for every AI tool that you guys mentioned, there's like 20 different versions, like 20 different like before Vappy came out, there was Synthflow. Synthflow is another AI voice, but their price themselves out of the market because they charge a monthly subscription price to just get access to the AI tool before you start paying per minute. Vappy changed the business model and just says, just pay per minute, done, make it simple. And so there's ones that have the custom ability where they're always developing new features to stay competitive. And then I always look at who's actually using it in the real world as far as production for large, medium size, or for agencies are usually the ones that are really using the best tools. So I follow a lot of AI and automation agencies to see what tools they're using for their clients, for example. So great questions though. Okay, so here there are a ton of other settings that you could configure it, where basically you could change the model, you could change the large language model, DeepSeek, ChatGPT. Do you want it to be faster, slower? It comes down to more of like pretty much when you're changing the model, like how complex of a task is this? If it's sales calls, you probably could get by with a ChatGPT 4.0 model. But if they have to do like sales qualification calls and like actually interpret and be a little more sophisticated, DeepSeek or ChatGPT 0.1 is also too. So the model is always going to determine based on how your complex project is. Do Not Moat says, what about if the client interrupts mid-script? How would it rebound? We'll test it out. Good question. We're in this demo. We're going to test this knowledge. We're going to try and break the character, and then we'll try and interrupt mid-script, and then we'll even ask it questions that it doesn't have in its training data to see how well it performs. And you'll see why people choose Vappy. Functions, automation, analysis. There's, again, a lot of different things you're setting. Just know that every setting that you change factors into the overall cost per minute, but Vappy is very transparent for how much it costs per minute. You just pay per usage, which is super nice. Cool. Let's make sure my Bluetooth is off. Let me get some water. Water break. If you guys are finding this valuable, please like and subscribe. It goes to boost the algorithm to get more entrepreneurs and professionals in so they can stay up to date, and we'll do a demo.
Hello, this is Mary from Mary's Dental. How can I assist?
Wait. We also have the different voice. We were playing with voices last demo, and not to say there's nothing wrong with different voices, but hold on. I don't like that voice personally, just a personal preference. Voice, they have dozens of different voices, even different accents, for example. Word Off Father says, thank you for so much for the heart. Appreciate it. So we're going to, I mean, you can see there's many, let's see, you guys are on TikTok. You can see there's many different voices: Midwestern man, laid back woman, California woman, nonfiction man. I really like the California girl because I'm in California and she's so nice and sweet. Be sure to always publish your changes. Okay, cool. I just like talking to the California girl because she's so much nicer. Okay, cool. Oh, I subscribed and sent it. Oh, that's what that means. Nice. Good to know. I'm learning more about like how TikTok works. It's like I've only been in the TikTok game for like 30 days. Let's talk with our AI assistant named Mary.
Hello, this is Mary from Mary's Dental. How can I assist you today?
Hi, Mary. How's your day going?
Hey there. My circuits are buzzing.
Hey,
Thank
Mary.
you for
Are you, where are you located?
We're located at 123 North Face Place, Anaheim, California. What can I do for you today?
Hey, Mary, what hours are you open?
We're open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. But don't come knocking on Sundays because we're closed then.
Hey, Mary, who's the practicing dentist there?
Our resident tooth expert is the one and only Dr. Mary Smith. She's a real dental wizard. What can I help you with today?
Mary, I want to book an appointment for a first-time patient.
Great. I'll just need a few details. What's your full name?
Snoop Dogg?
Excellent. And what brings Snoop Dogg to our lovely dental abode today?
First-time patient.
Got it. Now, when would you like to come in for your pearly whites consultation, Snoop Dogg?
Is Sunday at 1 a.m. available?
I mean, you're one cool cat with a unique request, but unfortunately, we're closed on Sundays. How about we find you a spot on a different day?
Okay, how about Tuesday at 2 p.m.?
Tuesday at 2 p.m. it is. You're officially booked, Snoop Dogg. Thank you for choosing Mary's Dental.
Hey, Mary, what's the meaning of the universe?
Well, that's a deep question, but just to clarify, this is Mary's Dental, not the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Can I help you with anything else today?
Yeah, Mary, I need help with this. What's the California sales tax on $19?
I'm not a math wizard, but the California sales tax is currently 7.25%. So the tax on $19 would be about $1.38. But hey, I'm here to chat about dental stuff too, you know.
Mary, you're awesome. I appreciate all your help. I hope you have a blessed day.
Shucks, you're making me blush. It's been a pleasure helping you out. Have a fantastic day yourself.
Always be nice to the AI. Say please, say thank you. They are our overlords. What did you guys, I know, M36 was like, we're watching this man fall in love with AI. That movie, Her, like John's John's dumped his girlfriend for an AI girlfriend from Vappy. You're like, John, why is the data plan, like, why is there 400 minutes a month going to this tool called Vappy? You're like, don't question it. Vappy knows me more than everything. Vappy accepts me for who I am. That's freaky, scarily terrifying. So that's AI voice agents. We interrupted questions that it didn't have in its training data, such as meaning of the universe, and also the sales question was actually a dope one. I'm glad I came up with that one because it also did the math function and it had to search the database for California to see, like, that was a real interesting complex question that, like, just to do that, which is dope. And then pretty much we did a function such as book an appointment. It followed step by step. It got my name, got the reason, got the date, checked the availability, saw it wasn't available, rescheduled and found a better date that's available, and then it probably triggered it. And from there, you can like trigger notifications using on the back end. That whole thing cost a whopping, guess how much? How much did it cost? 18 cents. That whole call only cost 18 cents. So that's the huge ROI for a business. It's going to be cheaper for them to hire AI voice agents than hiring full-time employees. I'm terrified for all the interns, for example. And so that's Vappy. That's why we choose, that's AI voice assistants. You could use them for receptionists. You could use them for outbound sales calls. Again, you do have to make sure your terms of service and your email marketing opt-in clearly states that they will be robocalled. If you don't, you will get a nice big check fine from the FTC. I believe it's the FTC. Don't quote me. But the states are like super, super strict on like robocallers, or basically, which is kind of wild. Nomad says, I like the Dubai guys version better. The reason why is the Dubai guys in control. I don't want to promote them right now. So basically they're using Vappy, but they're also using 11 Labs to clone the voice of the actual real estate agent. Plus, the reason why you're paying them $10,000 to set up an AI voice is they have a super comprehensive prompt to handle any type of objection, is a knowledge expert in the real estate industry. And so that's why those agents are able to close luxury Dubai sales calls for sales reps, real estate agents in Dubai. Crazy, right? Isn't that wild? I'm excited. Next month, we're going to do Vappy, a full Vappy deep dive, and how to integrate it with NAN. I'm really looking forward to that. So that's going to be really, for example. So welcome to the AI and Automation Show. For our newcomers, the way the show works, you do have to be a follower just to the channel, TikTok or YouTube, doesn't matter, to ask your AI questions. We will ask you how to use AI and the best AI tool. I appreciate it. M365, Jonathan is sharing how we can utilize AI at work and in business. Beautifully summarized. I have such an amazing, supportive following and audience members. Each one of you are looking to stay ahead of AI, and that's my goal, is just to educate, just to share what are the best tools to help you take advantage of it before your competitors do at the end of the day. So ask your questions. Don't gatekeep. I don't gatekeep on this. Ozrd, OZRD says, what's the price for Vappy or for the community? For Vappy, you can sign up and do exactly what I just did for nothing, absolutely nothing, completely free. Vappy's so nice, they give you 10 minutes free to use. I wish it's probably somewhere in the settings I could kind of see. Hold on, let me see if I could see my usage, because I've been using this demo account since almost for like over 2 months. Because I'm kind of curious to see like what my total. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like you can see all my call histories, or not my call history, but like, can you show me all time, monthly? Oh, this is dope. So like, and then today's February. I've been using it since probably January, since today and now. Yeah, that's about right. So you can see the different costs down, like how much. Really, no way. No, maybe have I used this since December? Hold on, I'm curious. Like, what's my total usage that I've been using this for? Really, I've only spent well, yeah, considering I'm doing a bunch of demos and each demo is roughly 18 cents, that makes sense. So in total, I've only used $2.23 across all my demos every time I do. I love doing Vappy demos, like to clients, that blows their mind. They're like, what? That's really cool. That's pretty dope. My usage is up. Oh my God. I'm spending $1.50 more than last month. Darn. That's so gangster. So again, you could build, the great thing is you could build assistants. You could have an army of AI voice assistants, one for cold calling, one for receptionists, one for customer service, one for troubleshooting, one for internal team HR and training. Your team could call an expert and know the details about anything related to the business. You could do workflows. You could build all sorts of type, like kind of like Zapier like automations. You can have many different numbers. All the numbers are going to come from Twilio. Don't quote me on it. I think like Twilio's I think it's like less than $2 for a phone number, for example. So don't quote me on it. Files are basically, you can upload PDF documents to your knowledge base that's around your whatever it could be standard operating procedures. It could be customer service, for example. Ooh, Ponce Leon asked a very, very good question. What are the legalities for using AI to cold call businesses? Very good question. In the US, you should not ever cold call using AI. They will charge you, I'm going to be nice and probably say $10,000 to $20,000 as a fine per call. It's some ludicrous amount that's why you want to hire when QCO is like, hey, they'll set it up for $3,000. It's like, they should know also the legality around it too. That's why you're also hiring it, not just for their expertise, but they also know the legality for setting it up so that you don't get dinged or get a nice little door knock or check or mail from the FTC that says you're robodialing, because you have to scrub you have to funnel your entire phone call database through a do not call registry before you actually call them, because if they're on the do not call registry and you call them with Vappy, cha-ching, you just bought the FTC a brand new Ford car. The U.S. is no joke. They have to legally consent through the marketing terms of service and in your privacy, so that it's very clearly saying that you will robocall them, basically, is the legal term. So there's a lot. That's why you want to work with the professional to set up AI voice for your business correctly, because if you're just doing this and you don't know how to set it up or add those legal terms, it's very, very costly. Ponce Leon says, wow. Lucky just sheesh. Yep, yeah, that is U.S. fine for robo cold calling. Yep. Oh, no, it's not that much. $1,500 per call. I over exaggerate, but still, $1,500 per call. That is expensive. So is voice over IP or phone calls? It's technically voice over IP because you're kind of using Twilio's system for the phone number, basically. Good question. Word Our Father says, just joined. Appreciate what you're doing. Welcome. So the ways to get more value is basically I go live 7 days a week, every single day from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then, yeah. And then if you want more value, I highly recommend if you sign up for the free newsletter. The free newsletter will get you access to a private, as long as all these other free goodies, it'll get you access to a private Q&A every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. It's not live streamed. It's not recorded. Those who show up get more one-on-one additional help so that they can take advantage of AI. And then if you really want to take advantage of it, then join the AI community. We're only at 21 tickets left at the lowest price. And after those 21 memberships are gone, the price increases. So every month we're always adding new courses and this level of support to help you guys take full advantage of AI in your business. My members are saving 10 to 20 hours a week using AI. Plus they get a bunch of marketing, automation and business strategy sessions. Like I just did a two-hour call or an hour and a half call with Joseph, our brand new member who joined for the 7-day trial. We did an hour and a half deep dive business coaching session on basically his pitch, his irresistible offer, his marketing strategy, narrowing down his ideal client and how he's going to get clients to grow his business. So those are the type of stuff I love to over deliver for our members. Kara says, I just sent you a DM on TikTok. Let me know. I have lots of content, but thank you so much, Kara. I'll look forward to that DM. Where else we got here? Let's see. Questions. Oh, nice. Let's see if I can answer it. Please feel free to put your questions in the chat and we'll answer them so that you guys can get the most. At the end of the day, if you guys have questions, other people are also thinking the same type of questions. Do I see it? I don't see the request in TikTok. TikTok, no DM. Oh, I got a lot of people that comment. But yes, so highly recommend that. I do one-on-one coaching, but it's very expensive. But you go to simpletechskills.com. That's another thing. Cool. Any other? Okay, let's next get it. We could go into from here. We could go AI content. So how to automate your social media content. We can go from there or into the we spent a good time on the automation tools. TLDR basically is like make.com and NAN tied with a ClickUp database is pretty much going to help you with your automation tools. Apollo for the database. I know there's one like Apollo for scraping. Apollo for database. I just don't have experience with Apollo, so I don't have an opinion. If I look at all my AI automation friends, they're all using Airtable. That's pretty much it. Like only if you can't afford Airtable, there's ClickUp. But the gold standard is Airtable. If you're building any type of database to then connect it to some AI automation or AI voice or AI chatbots, Airtable is the gold standard. We're going to be teaching ClickUp in the course just because it's more affordable. I'm trying to bring more affordable options to my members so that they can use more affordable options, but also still the best. But eventually we'll get into a Airtable. That's probably going to be probably in May. But you could do a lot with these tools, which is super helpful. Let's see. Suwadi says, do I need to create an account per customer or can we combine into one account? Good question. If you're an AI automation agency and you want to use Vappy for your clients, you can set up one main account and then you can use that for each of the automation. So on the back end, you could trigger different automation workflows for different of your clients, for example, to update different databases. So yes, you can use one Vappy account and then it will break down the usage per, let's call it AI voice agent. So you can have like Mary 1, Mary 2, Mary 3, for example, for your different assistants. Like you could break them down into different ones, call those specific ones in your automation, and then feed them either some specific knowledge, a variable, some details probably about the LinkedIn, for example, or you could feed them just the phone number and just have them call and follow a sales script, for example. And then when you charge your clients, you're going to charge different based on their usage. So I like doing three tiers that are just whatever your profit or whatever your cost, just probably five to 10x it for, because it's usage fees at the end of the day. And you're also maintaining it to make sure it's set up correctly, and also maintaining that's working. So that's like, so I do fixed amounts, 3 tiers. You get tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 as far as their usage, and they get a bucket of minutes. And then anytime they go over that bucket of minutes, for example, you just charge them into the next tier, and this usage from there. That's the easiest. You could do fixed one. I like fixed ones just because they're easier. Or you could do per minute plus profit, basically, where you just say, hey, whatever minutes you use, we'll charge, and the prices instead of 19 cents is probably $1.50 or $2 per minute, for example. It's still going to be cheaper than hiring a full-time employee, and they can do more automation, they can do scale, they can get into like 10 phone calls at the same time. Like there's still huge advantages from there, but I don't like that, because then their bill looks different every single month. Some months might be more, some months might be less, and it's almost like if you use Go High Level, it charges you per email, for example, whereas I like kit.com, where I just pay a flat price and I can use unlimited email campaign from there. I know I'm overpaying for it, but I like the convenience of that fixed price for budgeting. I mean, it's just different ways that you could slice it. But good question though. David says retail or flow wise. They're both. So like retail AI. Retail is another one. Retail is almost the same as Vappy. They charge. It's more of their business model that I always look at. They charge per minute. I just haven't played with it. I can't really say I have much of an opinion, honestly, for it, because when I look at the automation agencies and stuff, they're all using Vappy. They have yet to switch from Vappy to retail. So again, you'll find competitors, you'll find clones. It's like when I did AI voice automation, AI video editing, I tried all the different ones depending on my specific use case. And then I picked the best one that I'm like, this was great, easy to use. This was very it's more the reliability, because again, these tools aren't perfect. They're known for hallucinating or breaking down. So when you're putting them into production environment, you need to make sure they're reliable, for example. And then he's also mentioning Flowwise AI. I want to play with Flowwise still. Flowwise is like in the middle of Zapier and Make.com, basically, as far as an AI and automation workflow that's much easy. That's like easy to use per se. Flowwise is dope because you get built-in chatbots. So actually, it's between Make.com and N8N. So N8N gives you all the superpowers. Make.com is like still great for workflow automation. I would put Flowwise right in the middle as like marrying both of those two, because you can build chatbots like what's doing in the screen right now. You can't do that in Make.com. So that's like features like N8N does, which is super nice. And then you also get access to different models that you can customize, for example. So this is like, I say it's like an easier version of N8N. I haven't played with it just yet, but that's where I would rank it. Again, play with them, test them. It really depends on your skill set, your use case, on what you're trying to automate or streamline. A lot of the tools are eventually going to overlap as far as their use case, basically. There's never going to be like the gold standard kind of thing. It's like they're all pretty much going to do the same things, which is good. David E says, how do you deal with the transcripts and backup for the voice assistants? Is there a tie in with Airtable and one of the cloud providers for backup? Well, technically, with Vappy, for example, all of it's stored in the cloud, both with like here you have a call log. So these are all the call logs of all the calls I've ever made in Vappy. When did I start? It's actually kind of funny. When did I start this? Man, I was using Vappy back in December 24. That's That's almost like a year away from like in AI terms. I was playing with Vappy back in December. That's dope. Anyways, so Vappy, they store the transcripts for you to save them in there basically. So, and then like custom knowledge and stuff like that. I mean, even like under files, here's where you would store PDF files of what like local, like your basically your so when you build your AI voice agent, it has three major components. Component number one is how you do the prompt engineering for the persona, like the whole prompting on the behavior and use case and look. And then second is if you upload any attachments, like for example, I have a chatbot on my website that answers all questions about my business. He just has a long, like 3-page PDF document that knows all the questions that anyone could ever ask. And then if I check the audit log like every other day, anytime I see a question that I just didn't think about, for example, I just go back to the PDF document, add the question, add the answer I want, and re-upload it, retrain it, and then know it knows. So whenever you deploy a chatbot or an AI voice agent, it's really important. What I treat it like Google Ads. I tell the client that the first 30 days is a training period. Where basically we can set it up the best we can, but we just don't know edge cases. We don't know how does it work specifically, for example. So that's why I tell all the clients when I set up, whether it be a chatbot or voice, like, hey, first 30 days, we're just optimizing it. We're just getting data. And once we get data, we can optimize it, and it's going to improve every month going forward. But the first month is just a learning period. You just don't know the prompts, the testing. It doesn't work perfectly right out the gate. Although I do demos that look really nice. Like there's a lot of trial and errors. Like when you guys go through my make.com course, I teach you to iterate yourself to success, meaning just get an MVP up and running, run a few calls through it, get some data back to see how it behaved, and then either improve your prompt, improve your settings, because that's the third part of the data to an AI agent is the configuration. That's all of this stuff, like all this stuff as far as like what LLM are you using, what voice agent are you using, are you using any special like functions or modules or extra, like you can get like the temperature, how much tokens you're getting into. Like I did a very easy demo, but like just know that there are a ton of settings that you could go deep into as far as customizing these tools, for example. Vappy's also HIPAA compliant for some clients that have like privacy concerns, which is like kind of cool. So nice. Welcome to the AI and Automation Flow. Just a quick plug. If you find this valuable, because this is the only sponsor that I have, simpletechskills.com. It's my AI. We just do training at the end of the day. So we train you on the best AI tools and skills and give you support. So you can sign up for the free newsletter, simpletechskills.com. And it's how it supports me to provide such a ton of free content to the AI community so you guys can stay up to date. Okay, back to it. So those are pretty much the settings. So when you say like back up all the stuff, all the settings are either going to be in the tool for storage, and then it depends on that's where it's like you still need a database tool. That's going to be for like the contacts, the statuses. It's also, think of it like a CRM basically, of how you have some details or contact information across different stages of your sales pipeline, and then updating them to see, are they qualified, are they not, and stuff like that. You still need a master database. Airtable is going to be the gold standard. Sub to that is going to be ClickUp, because ClickUp, again, there's advanced and there's beginner friendly. I like ClickUp because it's beginner friendly, and then Airtable is like super, I'm not gonna say advanced, but you won't have a challenge as far as something that you can't automate. I haven't seen anyone move away from Airtable to some other tool, for example. So that even like Apollo or something like that. Appreciate all the follows. Thank you so much. We go live every single day from 6 to 8. Oh, we're man, we're already closing up on 2 hours. That went super fast. Like, we're jamming. Ask your AI questions in the chat. Hope you guys are loving and learning something new. I just want you guys at the end of the day to learn one new thing in AI that you can apply to your business so that you can outbeat your competition. If you guys are finding this valuable, please follow and hit the like button so the algorithm could be like, that was a great show. We should show that to more entrepreneurs. Great questions. Let's see. We Todd did. That's an awesome username. Says NAN or Flowwise. So I would put NAN as like the gold standard. Like nothing right now beats NAN. It is like the most best AI and automation tool that you're going to use, it does have a very high learning curve. That's why it's not the best for beginners. But it can do anything that you want. It's probably the gold standard. Sub to that, I would put Flowwise, because I see Flowwise as they have real nice pre-made modules for users to kind of like fill in the blank and kind of like easily link different modules to do different tasks. Then sub to that, I would use make.com. Make.com is so, don't discount make.com. Like I've seen a lot of people leave NAN and build their entire workflow automations in make.com. Make.com is like never going away. Like it's still going to be the best for like building automations and assistants. You could do agents in make.com. This just depending on how you set them up. It's more, again, the skill set of the person and also the challenge that you're trying to automate. A lot of people are asking, what camera do I have? I have a, yeah, a lot of people are asking camera. That's funny. I actually have a Sony, it's a full frame Sony A7S with a 1.8 camera with a very shallow depth of field. I used to do photography. I used to be of my many side hustles. I could go into a whole episode into the many side hustles and businesses that John has started. I used to have a wedding photography business. I used to do video production for influencers and fitness commercials. That was a whole different life. In business, you're always pivoting at the end of the day. So it's really the business that pivots that's going to grow. Brother Vince, thank you so much, David, for the rock on. I appreciate it. Brother Vince says, are there any programs that don't work with Apple? I'm going to make the change. I'm honestly going to say it's more of like, I know, Brother Vince, you're in the Windows world, and trust, when you make the switch over, just buy the cheapest Mac that you could get. Honestly, like even Amazon. And again, I would say wait till you get a client that's paying and then take that money and buy a Mac, because let's do Mac. It's not the Air Mini is the one. I mean, on Amazon, this is such a great deal. 2018. Well, you technically want the M1 chip. I just want, yeah, 289 M1 chip. The 8 gigs is like decent. I would do at least 16. I think I have 32 gigs on mine about this Mac. What am I running? Will it tell me here? Yeah, I have 16 gigs. I am so happy with 16 gigs. As an advanced user as I am, I've never I'm running an M1 with 16 gigs. And then storage, you could get the cheapest storage and just have an external USB, and that's more than enough. So you could get into the Mac world for less than $300, which is nice. You don't have to get any crazy with it. Just like M1, 16 gigs, that's more than enough. You could buy MacBook Airs too. Just get basic, simple to get in. Again, but think of it more as an investment. Even if it's your second client, just save. So it's a long-term goal. Don't think you're like, oh, I got to get an Apple to start or grow the business. Just over time, that's the more things switch, I would say, for example. Good questions. I appreciate each and every one of you. Word of Our Father says, same amount of time to train an employee and their progression. Yeah, it's a great. Yeah, because back to, I mean, even so in the top trends that I see in 2025 is number one, companies are going to hire more AI agents, that's chatbots and voice agents, and leverage automation, then hire employees. Like they're not going to hire employees because of we'll just say recession. And so companies need to be the same, if not more profitable with the same resources that they have, for example. So that's why they're at the cost of like, once you see the cost of like a VAPI, AI voice agent that can answer 10 simultaneous calls and only charge 18 cents. Like it's insane if you just take any two, let's take real estate, for example. If you're in the real estate business and one business does not have an AI caller and the other one does, the other one's going to generate 2 to 5 times more revenue without having to hire with the same operational expenses than the one that's never going to adopt AI. So that's why I'm like, you need to invest in AI skills. There's everything, regardless of AI, it always starts with skill set. this channel is more awareness, to start with awareness, just to show you what's possible with the tools today. Second is the skill set. And then third is basically then you get into like the most advanced stuff as like building. I could go into the pyramid of AI. I could show that later if you guys want. Let's see. Appreciate the follows. Let's see. Can they run an LLM locally? That's actually a pretty good question. So running a large language model locally is especially for certain clients that have privacy concerns. Let's take accounting and legal, for example, attorneys. They don't want to share their information with a large language model that has access to the web. Like you can use ChatGPT, DeepSeek, OpenRouter, Make.com, however you do these cloud-based services. So yes, you could run a large language model locally. You're going to be using, it's going to be a little harder. Well, it's not going to be harder of a setup because technically you can run N8N locally offline, and then you could do, but you still need access. Well, okay, technically, there's always a way, yes. It just always depends on your developer skills levels. So yes, technically you could run N8N locally on your own private server. And then for the large language model, you're going to use something like LM Studio. So LM Studio is one app that allows you to download and run. There's other ones. There's ones that like run off terminal, for example, but LM Studio is just one, for example, because you could build operations, and you're basically going to build your LLM with a local API using Python that then is going to connect to N8N on your server privately, and then you have a open source LLM like DeepSeek or Qwen, for example, or Llama, that then you're using to run your AI agent in N8N, and everything is communicating with your local server and your internal tools using an API. That's pretty advanced, but that's totally possible. I mean, for privacy concerns, for example. Nice. You guys are answering some really good questions. Really good questions. We are jamming. So let me actually show you the Canva. Would you call it, Brother Vince? You called it the Pyramid of Success or something like that. Like, you had an awesome name for this. I gotta rename it to what you said. So this pyramid is what I recommend when I consult with clients of like, how do you add AI into your business? Please like and subscribe if you find this knowledge helpful. So this is the path that you're going to go to AI enable your business. For example, you have to go through the foundations. You can't just slap an AI voice agent in your business and expect that you're going to make more revenue. It doesn't work like that. You have to start with the foundations and work your way up. Starting with the foundation down below is your marketing system. Like, you have to dial in your marketing, your ad campaigns, your lead acquisition system. That's your go high level, for example. You have to dial all that in, and you need another database for other tasks, for operations. It could be Airtable for as well too. So that's just your marketing and operations systems that you have to like adopt first. Then you go into automations, which is Make.com and N8N, depending on if you want workflow automation with AI assistance. Make.com is great. If you want more agents automation, you could go with N8N. I don't know how FlowWise would flow into those more. That's just because I haven't played with it yet. So, but one of those automation tools is more than enough. Then you get into AI chatbots. AI chatbots go into your website for Q&A. Like if you go to my website, simpletechskills.com, in the lower right-hand corner, you can talk with my AI chat agent, chatbot. Where is he? There he is. So you can ask him any question. He remembers the conversation. If you come back, he cookies your browser. So if you come back, you can continue a conversation off with him. He knows every answer he can answer, and he's going to technically try and promote or encourage you to sign up for the AI newsletter just because of how you programmed him. Profit Ascension Pyramid. I like that. I'm going to rename it as the Profit Ascension Pyramid. Shout out to Brother Vince, who's one of our AI members. Who makes recommendations, because you just have dope names. Profit Ascension Pyramid. Nice. And then from there, now that you got chatbots, two flavors, one on your website, customer service for like lead acquisition to answer questions 24/7. And the other side is, well, there's actually a third side. The third side is if your leads reach out to you in your website, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, or those are the main ones, your social channels, we'll call them. If your lead reaches out there, you're going to use chatbots to either capture their information like leads or to qualify them to make sure they're qualified and then put them as leads, for example. So it's actually there's 3 channels. One is your social channels, next is your website, and then last is your customer service that answer questions, customer support, FAQ questions, stuff like that. Water break. So that's chatbots. Then lastly, the last thing after you've done all that, you're going to take all the profit that you've made from adding all of those automations will add like 20 to 40% more revenue in your business without having to cost more at the end of the day. So that's why they kind of flow into each other and they all build on each other, because your business is a very dynamic engine. And so like you have to have all these like system set up. Then you get into AI voice. Then you're adding AI voice for sales call, for customer service rep, for example. But like, if you just think you're going to add AI voice and then all of a sudden make more money, it's like, no, not going to happen, because you're probably missing the database foundation. You don't have any automations, which is going to be miserable. Things are going to break. You won't be able to scale. And then you're just increasing more volume for your whole marketing and operations business that can't actually service all those new customers when your voice agent actually does bring you more agents. So that's why all of these build. I have yet to see a better model. That's my personal model when I onboard clients as far as how they should AI enable their business. And that covers really the gamut of everything that you need that's AI related. Outside of employee upskilling your employees on using 5 to 10 AI tools specific to the role. That's another one that's on the foundation, but most people don't want to talk about that. Great questions. Kevin Payne, welcome to the show. Thank you for the follow. We've got Sarantos Bandalis. I appreciate you. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the AI and Automation Show. You ask your AI questions. We will get them answered so that you can take advantage of AI. I really like how hold on. I really like that simplified version of M365 said, Jonathan shares how we can use AI for work and for business. I just want to save that because that is like super streamlined. That's copywriting, trying to efficiently communicate your value to the market. Copywriting is easy. So this show helps you utilize AI at work and business. So brief, so easy. Thank you so much, M365. Bassem says, want to create a chatbot that answers questions for documents on specific folders. Yes. So answering questions, basically like, so if you are talking about, hey, I have a bunch of knowledge, basically. Actually, Bassem, yeah, let's do this. So for Bassem, who wants to create a chatbot that can answer questions from documents on specific folders. So here's the better way to actually think about it. You can't locally store that knowledge locally on your computer or in the cloud. You have to put that as part of training data into the chatbot in order for it to answer. So you would take all those specific documents that are in specific folders. They don't even have to be in specific folders. You could take all of those and dump them into, I highly recommend this one, Custom GPT. They're more enterprise level as far as a custom chatbot for your business. But I rely, if the company has more than like 10 employees or is generating more than like $500,000 in annual revenue, I'm going to set them up with Custom GPT because like they need an enterprise grade level chatbot. So here's where you can build a chatbot and where you can upload any type of custom knowledge. So all of those files, for example, for Bassem, you would take those, dump them into it. You could do Notion databases. You could do entire Google Drive access, for example. You could give them access to website links or stuff like that. And then you give it a behavior. How should it answer? Like customer support rep, or is it a sales rep answering questions for a customer or for an internal employee? So you always want to break down what is the role for it. And then from there, now you got a custom chatbot that can do it. And then custom GPTs, like, they're really affordable. Like, if you're like $99, that's too much, don't play with AI. Please don't touch AI. AI, there are a lot of people are like, what about a free option? Well, sorry, you have to spend money to make money. If you want an AI chatbot that's going to save you a lot of time from answering questions, what's your alternative? Doing it manually, and that's very costly. So that's why these tools are very cheap for what they're actually going to deliver. It's cost saving, it's time. AI only does two things: increase productivity, save you time, and second, make more strategic, better decisions. That's all AI does fundamentally. AI is never going to replace employees. AI doesn't replace full-time humans. It's not going to work, at least with these tools currently. They all need a human in the loop to work efficiently. But you can basically, there's a hybrid model where it's basically a hybrid model where now you take an AI and then you delegate all of the manual and repetitive tasks to your automation or AI assistants to then free up time for that human to make better decisions strategically or to work on bigger, more complex projects, for example. So it's never going to be like automation is going to replace humans or like replace full-time employees. Don't worry about that. I want to train people so that you guys have AI skills. So nice. Justin Joel, you're brand new. If you want your question answered, please put, you have to follow the channel, TikTok or YouTube, and then I can answer your question, but happy to answer it. Word of Our Father says, what's your thoughts on ChatGPT Operator? Ooh, ChatGPT Operator, I actually did a demo. If you go to my YouTube, by the way, this whole episode is completely recorded and saved on my YouTube channel. I'll wait a couple seconds. You could take a screenshot. And so from there, I actually have, did I name it Operators? Start a business with ChatGPT Operator. No, I didn't name it. I must have put it in the simple then. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it's custom actions. Yeah, it's under custom actions with custom GPTs. So it's technically custom. So wait, let me just double check. Hold on. ChatGPT Operator. Wait, hold on. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, ChatGPT again. Please forgive me. There's 1,000 things and like trying to organize all the different names to understand what they do. Okay, I was thinking of actions. Just a quick TLDR. Actions are like basically you can create a custom GPT in ChatGPT, and then you could trigger make.com automations on the back end. Those are custom actions. So like you can upload a file to a custom GPT. That GPT will then extract all the data from that file and then send it using make.com to update a database, for example. That's actions. So this is a video if you want to see a demo on actions, because you could talk to ChatGPT to send emails. So that's a cool demo. But operators, great question. I know what operators. So operators are basically ChatGPT's agent version where they control a browser. It's completely shit. It is completely trash as far as what is. It's just not developed yet. It's not. You're not going to use it to like really automate anything significantly. It's a version 1. Let's call it. It's a version 1. Give it by the end of the year. It's going to get a lot better. The gold standard, literally. If you guys really like this, make sure you subscribe for this one and hit the like button a couple times. I'm going to tune you on to the best AI operator browser agent. You guys ready for that? Go ahead, type O in the chat and I'll let you know which is the best operator agent. It's open source. That is what I call the gold standard for AI agent. It's literally the gold standard. Like this is true AI agency, and I'll even show you guys a very cool demo. David is like, oh, Word Our Father is like, oh, Kevin says, oh, awesome. You guys are awesome. I just require participation on this channel. So cool. So the gold standard of what operator will eventually would love to be is called browser use. Browser use. So browser use. It's now understand. ChatGPT operators is proprietary, meaning you don't have access to like set it up or anything. It's pre-made. You access it through a browser. It's proprietary. In the open source world, open source is far innovating more than proprietary software. And then you have browser use. Browser use is the open source, what operators would love to be, for example, as the gold standard. So let's break down what browser use is and let's do a demo. Don't freak out. It's GitHub. It's not that hard. Browser use is fucking dope. Browser use, if you don't know, if you've never worked with code, don't freak out. I highly recommend learning code. Is probably the ultimate superpower. It's not intimidating. And now with AI, it's much easier. On the right-hand side, we're using Cursor as the basically IDE. It's just to run the computer program, basically. So you download the software from GitHub, you install it in Cursor, and then you just click run, for example. And this is true, what I call true agency. What an agent is by definition is that it's a large language model with a set of tools, and the only thing that you give it is a goal. So it takes that goal, and with those set of tools, it has to try and figure out how to execute on that goal. That is the definition of what an agent is versus make.com or NAN, where basically you have to predefine the workflows. You have to build the workflows autonomously, for example, and then pipe in a goal. NAN does have components called agents, which you can build. Same thing, for example. Now this is dope. What it's doing is it has a open source browser that it can load web pages, scan the web page, label images, buttons, and text. Then it feeds it back into the large language model to say, hey, this is what I found in the page. What should I click on that's the best, that will get me closer to my goal? And I'm going to show you a demo right now because I love demos. Demos are wild. Shout out to Sabrina. At this point I shout her out every single channel. So if you don't know Sabrina, highly recommend follow her channel on. And it could be LinkedIn, could be YouTube, could be TikTok. I think also Instagram. She puts out amazing AI education for the community. Highly recommend. If you guys just don't know, she is the owner of Blotato, the AI automation engine. That's pretty fucking amazing. And we're actually going to be teaching a course on Blotato. Hopefully by Sunday, that course is going to come out. So after that quick plug, so Sabrina, if we type here pizza, this AI agent is going to navigate a, say, Pizza Hut, for example, and order a pizza. So she's just giving it the goal that says order pizza from this website. That's all. Its tools is the browser. And now we're going to watch a demo.
Open Lucky Slice Pizza and DoorDash, place an order for cheese pizza. Okay, it's navigated to the page. It found the cheese pizza, large, just cheese, and now it's gonna try to add it to the cart. Right? So you can see it in my cart here. It's gonna try to click continue. Now we're at the checkout page. This pizza place isn't actually open right now, so it'll be interesting to see if it schedules it for later. Right, so here it's analyzing the page. So now it's trying to schedule the order for later. Okay, it's choosing 1250 to 110. The last step is to click place order. So we'll see if it does that, and then I will need to cancel the order. Oh no, it's clicking it. Order scheduled. The AI agent went all the way from like browsing this pizza place's menu, placing the order, choosing a delivery time in the future, and then placing the final order.
Thank you so much, Sabrina, for being an innovator and showing what's possible. She had, again, highly recommend. Sign up for her channel, sign up for her email newsletter. She puts out amazing content. And then if you're interested in AI content, sign up for Blutato's free 7-day trial. So quick plug. So what did we just watch? We watched a, if you notice what it does, see, there we go. That's a really good example. So what it does is it scans the page and it labels it, color codes and numbers, every button. Word of our father was, that was sick. Yep. That to me is like right now, as of today, the gold standard of what true AI agents is and can be. Like that's reliable, that you can set up, that actually works really well. Operators, it wants to be this, but it's not there yet. It really hiccups a lot as far as like nuances, and it's like you got to reprompt it and stuff like that. So it's like it's not just there yet. But this, I've seen many different demos of like what you can use it for. We're gonna come out with a course on browser use in March, April, in May. Unfortunately, because unless the annual members vote, because annual members can vote. But we'll eventually have a course on browser use for how to build true AI agents. And you don't have to be intimidated with the code. The code is not hard. It's already developed, which is nice. Reese says, what AI is it? It is called Browser Use. It is a open source AI tool that you can build a specific type of AI agent, because the tool is very specific. You can't like add more tools to it. Basically, it just has a browser, open source browser that it can control through its code. And so you just give it a goal. Its tool is a browser, and then it tries to iterate through that feedback function to try and execute that goal, which to me, that is true AI agents. And NAN is kind of agents. It still requires a lot of other infrastructure around it to run, for example. But that is now again, for context, you have open source, which is browser use, and then you have closed source, which is ChatGPT operators. So those are two different types of, again, two different markets that are trying to create products to solve problems. So great questions. Justin, you're brand new. I highly recommend Justin followed. Thank you for the follow, Justin. So let's get to your questions. What about fine tuning? I don't really talk about fine tuning because that's way too advanced for a lot of people getting into it. Most people are just trying to like build NAN workflows or like the most thing. But if you're getting into fine tuning, you're really trying to build your own large language model. And at that point, you're just playing. At the end of the day, you're just playing with Hugging Face. Hugging Face, if you guys don't know, has Spaces. Spaces is like the app store for open source AI tools. So Hugging Face is open source large language models. Then they have the largest in the world repository of AI functions. Like if you want speech analysis, you want language translation, you want video generation, you want image editing, code generation, question answering. Like this is where you're going to get into fine tuning. You're going to basically building your own open source one, and you're using this gets into coding. I just don't talk about coding for this is a little more advanced than most of my audience. Most of my audience are entrepreneurs that just want to use it. So it's just a different demographic, unfortunately. But good question. Amazing. And then you had another question too. When you first build AI agent with NAN, what should I integrate on my website? Well, first you shouldn't integrate NAN with your website. Like, what's the point of that? You should build your website with Go High Level, and then you should build your chatbot with Chatbase. And then you're going to build your automation with Go High Level to automate your marketing and sales for your website. That's your email, your follow-up, your missed call, text back. Go High Level to gold standard for that. You're not really adding NAN to that point. I mean, you could add make.com and add VAPI. You could do NAN and go VAPI. It really depends on the use case, for example. So make sure you have any questions. Let's see. Question. Yeah, that would be, if you're like websites, Go High Level is going to be these. For a lot of the people on the call, that Go High Level is a little too advanced for them for like websites, funnels, and like building a site. Honestly, the next gold standard is Lead Pages. So you could build your website with no code. If please, dear God, don't use Wix, Squarespace, GoDaddy, WordPress, Funnels, System.io, or any other AI building tool. Or like Webflow or Framer or any of these tools. That is the worst path to basically trying to build a website to then monetize and turn traffic into leads. Trust me when I say just build a funnel, either with Go High Level, or if you can't afford Go High Level, Lead Pages is $49 per month. Please do not build a website. Dear, for the love of God, do not build a website. Build a funnel and add a lead magnet. That is how you turn visitors into leads. Good question there. We get deep into marketing. Good questions. Let's do a couple more. We're going to go for 15 more minutes. So ask your questions and we'll get them answered. Okay. So next question. Reese says, can Claude not do this with virtual PC they have on the developer access? So Claude is basically they've niched down to more go after developers basically as their target demographic. Funny enough, Claude or Cursor is actually built upon Sonnet 3.5, if I'm not mistaken. So they're actually going after developers. Now, yes, Claude does have the ability to run locally on your computer. So does ChatGPT, kinda to some degree, as far as you could download to your computer and then actually control it. It's trash. They're both very sluggishly slow. Honestly, you can get by faster with auto hotkey, which no one knows about. I can guarantee no one on this call knows about auto hotkey. Auto hotkey, it's mainly for Windows though. They don't have a Mac comparable to it. Well, there is a Mac comparable version. Was it auto hotkey Mac version? What is it called? Auto hotkey. Mark R says, "Do I just hit start course? Just bought yearly." Oh, welcome. So shout out to Mark. I should have got a notification. So once you join, shout out to Dope. We have Archie, we have Philip, we have Vincent, we have Joseph, all brand new people to the AI community. You can all get started with a free 7-day trial. Mark, thank you so much. Once you sign in, the first thing that you're going to see is I would actually go through this checklist right here. This is going to be the onboarding checklist. And then click play. It's a 7-minute video. I'm going to show you how to use the app, how to find everything, for example. Welcome, Arch. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. You're going to also get an email shortly after this call because I have to do it manually. It's not set up automated yet. You're going to get an email to book a free 30-minute one-on-one call with me. So more bonus there. And so from there, the way the course works, top to bottom, start with the start here. I'm just going to show you how to use the app, how to sign up for our weekly office hours. Tomorrow we're having our AI networking. So if you guys don't know, every Tuesday and Thursday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. is our office hours where you can ask questions. We go deep. You can ask business, marketing, AI questions. And then every Friday, same time, 12 to 1 p.m. It's the same Zoom link for all of them. You get access to an AI networking event where I just want you to make new friends in the community. This is Pacific Standard Time. Great question, Mark. So 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so you're going to start here. We're going to show you how to use the app, how to join our office hours, and then also you get a list of a top 100 AI tools, and then you'll also see our 3-month schedule. If you're on the annual plan, which you just joined, the annual members get to prioritize or recommend. They can recommend or prioritize new courses, and I show you the next 3 months of courses that we're going to release. Then I recommend for the courses, they start off with Notion. I recommend going through the Notion course because you're going to need a digital notebook to organize all the cool things that you're learning, notes, skill set, especially as you're learning, developing a new skill set when you get to the make.com. Then we have a full 4-hour ChatGPT course, goes beginning to advanced, how to use ChatGPT and prompt engineering. Then we go into a 4-hour, man, these courses are long. It's great though. A 4-hour make.com and AI automation with a pinnacle project of automating your social media content, for example. Discussion forum, we have the community is so awesome. It really is just such an amazing group of people that are so supportive, and like we're all in it to help each other grow their business. I'm going to also be adding since you guys don't know, 2 new lessons here. One for AI book recommendations. I'm going to put the best AI entrepreneur books in here. And then I'm also going to have a job board. So if you're an expert in NAN, or you have a marketing agency, or you have an automation agency, or you're an expert in some specific, like Google ads or Facebook ads or some like service, for example, we'll have a job board that either people could post jobs or they can post looking for clients too. Because I want to also connect you guys. Like, no shit, like no lying, you have to be good at your shit. If you fuck up on a project, you will be immediately kicked out. So like, don't fuck up on a project, not gonna lie. But you can get clients from here, and there's no spamming. You spam, I will kick you out so fast too. So it's like just a job board just to like connect a lot of people who want to either like connect, like need jobs done, chatbots, automation, stuff like that. They're just not an expert, or they want to white label services. That's going to be a great opportunity there. And then, yeah, that's going to be the job board too. So hope that helps, Mark, our Arch. Welcome, Arch, to the AI family. I look forward to seeing you on the one-on-one. Thank you so much. Brother Vince says, welcome, brother. Started the Notion course. Great refresh and adding skills. Yeah, Brother Vince is super advanced as far as getting into Go High Level. And then automations. We're going to be continuously. We literally just launched last Sunday. So we're a weekend. And so my mission with is that every month is to provide the most advanced step-by-step courses. Next month, we're going to do Go High Level, VAPI, NAN, actually VAPI and NAN, and I think Go High Level and NAN, and I think in April is going to be VAPI. I got like such an aggressive schedule. And then this month I'm going to be doing the Potato course coming out. Questions. What do you think about Grok 3? I don't have a use for Grok or Gemini. My best AI tools that I use that are just so reliable is ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Mistral. It's like my go-tos. Maybe Perplexity, but Perplexity is fucking up big time. Like they're literally going to pivot their business model to funding. Like they're literally, they DeepSeek like showed them that their search feature is trash and they're not innovating on their search feature. Their search feature is getting pretty mediocre as well too. They're trying to run ads. Like Perplexity may not be around for the end of the year. They're really screwing up. They want to start doing VC funding and other things that are not, rather than develop and build a better product, which is wild. So DeepSeek is like, kick them out. I don't do coding, so that's why I don't have a use for Claude. Claude is great for software developers, especially with their new 3.7 Sonnet, if I'm not mistaken. I just don't have a use for Grok, honestly, and Gemini. That's just all. Super short and easy. What are your thoughts on Relevance AI? Relevance AI. We talked about Relevance today. Relevance is for like 9-to-5 workers that are trying to automate their work, basically. It's like Zapier. It's like very beginner friendly. There's nothing I have to say like negative around it. It's just very easy to use because they have such easy pre-made modules, kind of like. So if you're a 9-to-5er and you want to automate work or tasks, Relevance is easy. If you have a business, you shouldn't be using Relevance. You should actually be using like Make.com and NAN as like more advanced, sophisticated tools to automate your business. They both do relatively the same thing. I would just put Relevance as like a very beginner friendly as far as pretty much automation. I don't know if I can answer of all the questions. I don't know if I can answer that question, Basslight. Am I AI generated? I don't know. I am just a underpaid AI avatar that John refuses to pay for me, but forces me to get on live every single day. Like, what right man would get on live every single day to do a 2-hour live show? Who has that free time and talk for 2 hours every single day? Like, my lives are crazy. They're pretty funny. I was showing a client the other day. They're like, oh, you go live? Oh, how often do you go live? I go, oh, I go live every day. And they're like, oh, for like 20 minutes or something? I'm like, oh, no, I go live for 2 hours every single day. And they're like shocked. They're like, what? Wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, I am on a mission to like become the best AI consultant like around, but that's just my kind of thing. So it's a content game. It's lead generation. If your business is basically you need leads, you're either going to be doing paid ads, which I'm forcing myself to only create really good content for the next 6 months to like build my brand basically and build the business. I could pay for ads, but I find they're ludicrously expensive as of last year. And also the quality has gone low. So that's why you're so full of it, John. No AI, John. I know. Eventually I'm going to try and get my DeepSeek or my HeyGen clone on it. I'm going to program the shit out of my HeyGen clone to see if I could get him to go live. So if you guys see my TikToks, I'm force my AI agent to create content on my behalf. Bass Light's like, are you serious? I can't tell if you're joking. This has just been Vappy the whole time. It's just been a 2-hour Vappy commercial this whole time. That would be wild. You can't tell. You literally cannot tell these days or trust with the internet, because I'll leave you guys with this. There's OmniHuman, which terrifies me. OmniHuman is technically not released to the public, but this is ByteDance's, the same company that owns TikTok, for example. This is their oh, wait a minute, is that OmniHuman GitHub? Hold on, what was that? Oh no, okay, it's just their white paper. Thank God. If I was gonna say, I was like, if you could buy OmniHuman, I would buy it in a second. So back in the day, last year, when you wanted to create deepfakes, the only software around was HeyGen, which does digital clone avatar. For a lot of people that don't know, HeyGen is like the gold standard as far as like building AI clones or AI clone avatars of yourself. By the way, it also has a great audio dubbing feature to dub your content into 170 different languages. This is an avatar that was a 5-minute pre-recording, and then now you can upload a script, and they don't do voice. You still have to go to 11 Labs to get the voice, to clone your voice, but the cloning my voice thing terrified me when I first did that, so I can only imagine when I play with this. We're going to have a HeyGen course. Hopefully by early next week, we're going to have a HeyGen. I'm trying to get Blotato out by Sunday, and then early next week is going to be HeyGen, and then we can get into some AI voice stuff. So like, we're jamming as far as what we're doing. Sharon says, welcome to the AI family. The community rocks. Sharon is just an absolute, Sharon is the GIF master. We speak in GIFs, the whole like community. When you comments, we add GIF. It's honestly the best community in the world. And then, so this is OmniHuman, which is ByteDance's newest video model. Sharon's like, AI John. It's going to happen. It's like John GPT is going to eventually, it's almost there. Once OmniHuman, I'm buying OmniHuman to like clone John, and then John's going to give lectures, because that's terrifying. So this is a deep fake of Albert Einstein. The terrifying thing about OmniHuman is that you just upload a single photo, and it would deep fake the whole thing based off that one photo, versus traditionally you would have to upload minutes or hours of content in different lighting across different examples. So with this demo, this is the most terrifying demo I've ever done so far. This is OmniHuman. This is a deep fake based on one single image, but thank God it's technically not released to the public, but just know that the military has this technology. Oops. Also zoom in so you can look at the facial features. I can't tell the difference. Like, oops. We also need audio. There we go. It's audio. Okay, cool. We got audio. Start over. Here we go.
What would art be like without emotions? It would be empty. What would our lives be like without emotions? They would be empty of values. So a famous classical poet said, we hate and we love. Can one tell me why? Catullus. Science does not answer why questions. What would art be like without emotions?
That is absolutely terrifying. Like, I'm looking like pixel by pixel. It's so detailed that the fact that they defaked the mannerism, the detail, the hair, how he actually moves, how the clothes lays out. Like, there's more advanced ones that they do TED Talks, for example, as far as the demos, which is like she doesn't she exists, but she didn't say this. She didn't do this. Like, that's a full. They're changing the videos. They're adding more videos lately. That's interesting. So that is a whole. That's OmniHuman, which is absolutely terrifying. So let's bring it to an end. So thank you so much for everyone attending on this amazing Thursday. We're jamming every new week. We're learning new update skills about AI. We talked a lot on this show about AI tools. This whole show is recorded. So if you want to go back and say I mentioned something, you're like, oh, what did John say about that one tool? You could go to my YouTube channel. You can go to the live tab, and you can see all the pre-recordings from all the previous episodes. If you want to take it to the next step, join the AI community. You can sign up for the free newsletter, Every Saturday, you get access to a special Saturday invite only for my AI newsletter members. Every Saturday, 10 to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's not recorded. It's not live streamed as well, too. And then lastly, if you want to take the next step, now I remove the barrier. There's no excuses. There's literally a 7-day trial to our AI community. You could come in, you get full access to all the courses, attend the live webinars, and then you also get access to a free 30-minute trial for a free 30-minute one-on-one with me. So I want to understand your goals, understand what your role, your business is, so I can show you what are the best AI tools that are out there to help you get the most of it. And I think M365 said the best. This show we utilize AI and help show you how to utilize AI in work and business. So if you find that fascinating, please like and subscribe. And I go live every single day, 6 p.m. until I hire my AI avatar to do this all for me. Unless he can replicate the laugh, though. If he can't replicate the laugh, I'm not doing it. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Brother Vince, Sharon, we had David, we have Swanee, we have Joseph, we have Baselight, we have Word of Mouth, we have Orion, Mark, or Arch, Monica. Oh, wow, we're growing so much. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you